Yeah, I was more thinking like if this is something we want to do, maybe not spring it on people or have their hopes crushed because it didn't happen.
I mean, I don't know. In case your brother listens to this and he's like, "Oh my god, we should totally do that one cool idea," then fuck it, open for input. It's like, all right, he thinks it's a cool idea. I guess we're gonna detach your head and put it on a cat's body.
No, it was the other.
Or take the monstrosity cat's head and put that on a new guy's body who also incidentally lost his head when it was sacrificed.
Felix Gormus.
Oh man. Yeah, I tried to stimulate conversation of the plan, but that really died immediately, and I was like, well, I told you so. It doesn't work with this group. It's I mean, so far the plans we have are burn the house down, which as a player and as Guybrush, I think is a horrible, terrible idea that is not going to open us any openings to do in the ritual.
Gorman agrees.
Because that exposes, like, I don't care how much we go, well, but if the module, think how the module's written, because Han doesn't run things by the module purely.
Not purely. And who the fuck can run a module purely these days? It's not like they answer questions in a free-form way where players can do whatever the fuck they feel like.
Yeah, and also, that's the kind of thinking I'm trying to avoid as a player.
Yeah, me too.
In general, because I'd rather do what's logical for the character instead of, exactly. There are some safe harnesses somewhere, right? Like, I don't think so.
No. The game gives a rough description of how the mechanics of the monster works and what the monster's goal is, and then it just sort of lets me figure shit out. It's like, here's a history of what happened, here's some indications of some stuff in the areas and questions you might have, and here's the monster or creature or situation and how it works. Go ahead. But okay, what if they do this? I don't know, figure it out.
That's a you problem.
That's a you problem, DM.
Yeah, but yeah, burning the house down the way I see it, not only will that be a huge flag that something's going up, it'll bring cops, it'll bring investigations, it'll also alert the FBI. I mean, their agent died in this house, there's an investigation going on, it was flagged as suicide, sure. Yes, but now the house burns down, and now, I'm not a firefighter, but I would imagine they would be able to tell, oh, this was a gasoline fire. Like, there were multiple starts for this fire.
Yeah.
So that means, oh, someone actively tried to destroy this house. It isn't suicide, it is a murder. We don't have a weapon, but someone is trying to destroy the place where it happened. So that locks the house down. Not only that, even if we avoid that, it belongs to someone who is trying to sell it. So if nothing else, they'll be like, well, we need to clear this and rebuild it if we can sell it. Mm-hmm. So that brings people, like, it exposes so many people to this cursed location where a ghost can take them over. And we know burning doesn't help.
And Delta Green could have, like, a team show up in, like, every X years and burn it down. But that's not how Gorm operates, because Gorm's like, there's a puzzle and I need to solve it. So
yeah, like,
it doesn't solve it. It's just a temporary fix.
Yeah, but based on the material we've found, it's the land that's cursed and influenced. That's what the ghost is bound to, not the mirrors and not the house. So while it might weaken it, it might also just bring a lot of people into an area where it has influenced mirrors or not.
So plan A, burn. No.
Yeah. Smashing mirrors could work. Yeah. At least it'll hopefully prevent it from reaching out physically. Mm-hmm. Now I'm trying to remember if we have seen influences happen. I mean, we have the
In
garage
rooms
didn't have any
without-
mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if we have seen things happen in rooms without mirrors.
Well, we
have the
changed the cat all
The
the,
cat
way
did
around,
exit the house, yeah.
and that could,
But that
could have been.
But that
an
manifested
actual-
in bedroom 4.
It did, yeah.
So my question is, can it manifest things outside of rooms with mirrors, which is a question we don't have an answer to. Because once it's there, it seems to be able to exist. But it manifested in room 4.
And we're pretty sure the house, whatever the entity, has influence nearby up to neighbors, you know, so it definitely has some power around, not just mirror rooms.
Yeah, but whether or not it can directly, like, it can attack the mind, but whether, I mean, but then again, that cat was probably just a hallucination as well.
Either that or
because it
was an actual
disappeared.
cat. Oh, it did? I forgot that.
So it's been a while since, you guys have gone over the details. So maybe to summarize what you have and haven't seen, you're aware the house can create manifestations and hallucinations of various sorts. Smells, feelings, sights, and everything seems to point to that at the very least it's stronger in the house, but also possible outside the house. Probably, a curve of the further away, the more difficult it is for the house to do that.
Yeah. And I think that's what the journal also indicated, is that it isn't just the house, it's a plot of land, so the exact circumference of the area is unknown, but yeah.
Yes, that's completely possible that you build a fence around it and then the house just goes, that's nice, I can still reach outside here, grab someone, and then have them destroy this place.
Not to mention, we have actually seen it exert its manifestations far from the house. Well, we haven't, but the group has. How far away from the house was the piano? Because this is what I wrote into the channel as well. We might want to gather all the objects with mirrors on them that were from this house.
It would have been a core item that has been in the house for a long time.
Yes.
And it would still be, affected by it, even though it was a few miles away in the nearby town.
So those are potentially arms or exits that Isabella can manipulate things through. Mm-hmm. Even long way from the house. So she can reach out from those potentially original mirror-filled objects. We don't know if new mirrors... Did we see what was that mirror in the foyer? Is that an old mirror or a new mirror? Because Guybrush stared at it for a long time trying to read the blood letters. So
new. Fairly.
Okay, so new mirrors in the house.
Remember the house is like 100 years old. So
oh sure.
You gotta put a line somewhere like this one's 100 years old, this one's 50 years old, this one's brand new.
No, but my point is, as opposed to the original ones with the intricate carvings and shit like that, which seem to be the OG stuff, and then there's new stuff that's been brought in later.
The big OG stuff is very much in the master bedroom, where it has the carvings on the mirror and whatnot.
Okay.
And then the old furniture with the carnage. The piano had some, but it was more that it was just intricate. That one was a later addition, but it has been in the house for a long time.
Right, okay.
You don't know exactly why some furniture or mirrors or locations seem to have specific manifestations tied to them.
Right. But my point is that things with mirrors in them that come from this house are potentially... And they don't have to be the OG shit, but they need to have been in this house for a time and then removed. I believe it was... Well, we don't know who sold the piano, but it was Rebecca in the 60s when stuff was sold out, like a lot, because she tried to get rid of it.
But you're using this as a working theory that
Yeah.
Some stuff
But
is,
we have
or if it mirrors. You've seen effects, and exactly how strong or what the rules are for it. You're still feeling that out. There have been no specific patterns so far.
No, but we've only found one mirror object outside of the house. But Matteo and Stone did see her in the mirror playing, and they heard the music. So, at least for Guybrush, it's like, okay, well, we want to round up as many of the mirrored objects, at least, because so far, the mirror is where, or call it the mirror world, is where Isabella's darker side is locked up. And that's where she operates from, so...
Wait, let me channel Agent Stone for a bit. You saw a tape roll into a mirror, into the mirror realm, right?
Yeah.
What if we try to roll a cocked grenade in the mirror realm? What if we break the mirror from that side?
That's making a bunch of assumptions on how that works.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
What Gorm is expecting from this insane idea of stones, not Gorms at all, is that we're gonna cock a grenade, we're gonna smash or put a little dent into a mirror, and have a live grenade on our feet.
Are you seriously suggesting that it is possible for Gorm to just stick a grenade into the mirror realm as if it's no big deal? As if he can just reach into the mirror and do that?
Guybrush will point out that he did try and tap the mirror. I'm pretty sure he tried to touch the mirror and it was solid. So we can't... It needs to be her trying to fuck us. Or like fuck up with our minds to suck it in.
So what if we
also alternatively she might take it and lob it back because Matteo has seen her reach out from the mirror.
No, wait. What if we so she likes tape rolls? So what if we cock a grenade, stick it inside a tape roll, and then let her roll the tape roll in? Right? That must work. There's no way that doesn't work, right?
Yeah, no.
Oh. Well, then there's always the possibility of... we did get a mission to cut a loose end, or tie a loose end, I guess. Cut somebody.
Yeah, we're killing that guy.
So yeah, Agent Pretzel, a live sacrifice for the ritual to, I don't know, somehow... Do we so the ritual, is it basically an exorcism to get the entity cleansed from the house, or is
it's a summoning ritual.
No,
we're summoning the haunt god thingy that they made the original contract with.
Right,
we're making a new deal. Yeah, we're making a new deal by sacrificing a guy's life so that he will undo the first deal with the with Isabella's spirit.
You're very much trying to get in touch with the service provider in order to cancel your contract.
Yeah, basically. It's like, yeah, we want to make a deal for you to undo the original deal. That's kind of past now. We need you to shut down the power. She don't live here no more.
This new deal, it's like 50% less for the next year or two, and then it starts costing more.
I mean, that was something I considered, where the entity would just go, it sounds like you're trying to cancel our contract. May I interest you in our special customer service discount plan? You only need to sacrifice a dead body once every 5 years, and you'll be able to keep our service. You'll also be sent a customer service gift basket.
What do you mean? 100 years ago, somebody paid once and just had lifetime? No, it's subscription based nowadays.
Yeah,
What?
it's
They
live
have,
service.
They have an old contract? That's not right. We don't do infinite contracts anymore. No. That was clearly a wrong
That's a
contract. It slipped
legacy.
through the cracks. Yeah, that's a legacy
Yeah.
contract. We don't support those anymore. Thank you for contacting us. We'll just cancel that right away if that's okay.
It's harvesting souls for herself, not for you.
Holy
I mean,
crap!
how many have
That
you
could
gotten
actually-
since then?
Yeah, that could be something we could try. Just summon him and just oust this other
That would be
entity,
very
like,
AMP. That would be very
that'd be
AMP.
AMP. Yeah, maybe we're not living in the AMP world. Maybe
I mean-
maybe the ancient entities of this horror realm do not quite work the same way as AMP did.
Yet again, it would make sense. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the diary, at least the picture that I got from the diary that we read was that Isabella chickened out of the contract that I think would have basically been, she's going to need to feed him souls to keep living forever and be healthy and whatever, like become a proper witch. And she was like, nah. So she got ill and basically died, and then well, the image I got is that the her illness that is still locked up and suffering that's still locked up in the mirror is feeding itself. It's not really killing and selling the souls forward because that contract doesn't exist. It's just feeding itself to sustain itself. So
Yes.
yeah, the ground is consecrated, but the god's not getting shit.
Yes.
So
You're
it really is
summarizing
an-
this correctly.
Yeah, it really is an eternity contract where the service provider isn't getting the payment.
So yeah,
So-
we could oust the.
Yeah, basically it is like she's eating everything and you're getting nothing.
I mean, okay, there's
Would you
also the
remove
question
her?
of the living person that originally signed that contract and then didn't go in the contract. They're dead. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
whatever's in the mirror is something, depending on how
Yeah.
you think the spell works exactly.
Well, also, I don't know how these mystical gods view their reputation as, but we could just try to play that angle. Like, you know what this does to your name? Just these people are sacrificed in your name, but you know
Well,
you never get anything out of it, and nobody actually worships you.
whatever you actually say to the entity when you summon it, okay, that's sort of part B. Part A is doing the ritual where you
Actually get-
sacrifice a guy and do a weird cult ritual with specifics that
And not
you
go
know,
insane.
yeah, and not go insane and not have the house try to kill you. That's part one. Well,
Yeah,
no, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
let's split it up. Part one is get guy, probably stun him, sedate him, wrap him up, and then put him in place. Everyone puts on their cult robes and wizard hats and starts chanting. Slice this guy's throat. Bingo, bango. There, no
Entity
problems
out.
whatsoever. Entity summoned. Problem, however, is house will likely interact, and you guys will probably go insane due to, actively doing a ritual like this where you're killing a guy, which is at the very least going to be mildly stressful.
Oh yes.
Combined with the house doing whatever the fuck it's going to do. And
Yeah,
then
trying to
after
stop us
all
from
the-
doing that.
Yeah. And maybe you can simply be like, oh, the house is trying to fool us by doing a thing, or he's trying to take mental control of a guy. Quick, tie him with ropes. Okay, that's been dealt with. And then after all that's said and done, you still have to deal with the entity, whatever the fuck that is,
Yeah.
which quite probably also can just be like, hey, I don't like your face. I'm gonna steal it.
It could be.
I don't like your face. I'll turn it inside out.
So what I'm hearing is we need to return to the magic shop. Or the voodoo shop or whatever it was
The
called.
occult bookstore.
Yes, the occult bookstore. And now that we have an idea what we're dealing with, I think at this point that place is the best place to go look for more information on the entity we're dealing with so we don't walk into it blind. Because all we know so far is he likes kitty blood, as in cats, or any blood really, and you need to do a voodoo ritual, and it likes making contracts. But
It's not a very well-known thing. You have a few names that have been mentioned, but It's not something that just has the information lying around, even in an occult bookstore.
Sure. I don't think we went there after we got the journal. So, I mean, it's something we should probably try and research a bit more now that we have more to go on from.
Oh, question. Okay, we have these books. The occult book, I'm calling dibs. Gorm would definitely want to hold on to that. The
Oh, yeah.
diary,
You have it.
is it more Guybrush's or Gorm's like forte? Which one is holding the book? Who's got it?
Well, I think we were researching it together, but
Sure, but who's holding it like from day to day? Like it's probably somewhere.
probably you.
All right, I'll write it down in my inventory
Yeah.
just in case. Because
Guybrush isn't, unlike my characters. Usually, Guybrush isn't the guy who goes, "Ooh, magic."
I know.
He's like,
well, the diary isn't really a spell book. It's more like
well, except
history.
that is where we get the ritual from, because that book has the steps for the ritual.
Sure.
So in our case, that is the most spellbooky book that we've found so far.
Okay. Well, I mean, spell book.
Well, yeah, but well,
Part
like
of the
the
problem
closest
with
thing to a
this-
spell book that exists, where, as far as we know so far, because hadn't
yes.
Isabella written down the ritual into her journal, which is where we know why we know how to do it to begin with.
Hey, if I cross-reference, oh my goodness, this is so dumb.
Oh, go
If I
ahead.
cross-reference the
I'll help
diary
you. Let's go insane together.
Is it was it the Wheeler's diary, right?
Isabella
Yes,
Wheeler.
Isabel Wheeler,
yes.
Yeah. So if I cross-reference Isabella Wheeler's diary and the notes on whatever Agent Pretzel told us as the ritual to summon the entity, how much do they have common? Did he have any idea what he was talking?
I don't think that his notes contained the ritual in question.
No,
Okay.
he had a way to commune with the ghost. That was his ritual.
Right, and communing with
Yeah,
the ghost in the house is pretty straightforward, so odds are
Just
he
go
just
inside.
did literally anything, and then the ghost was like, I will play along on this so that I can
Yeah.
break this guy's mind faster.
Yes. So yeah, when I look at these things, side to
Well,
side,
he wants to see if Angel Pretzel had any inclination of how to actually commune with anything.
Since that is a thing you have learned or observed, is that whatever entity is in this house and does things seems to sort of look for an opportunity and check what you guys are working on, and then sort of scheme and go, all right, I can use this. Hold on, let me just ready this. I can have a little fun. Because it gave you some bullshit with the mirror.
yeah,
So
okay.
either there are multiple different entities at work at the same time, sort of multitasking. It's like, okay, I'm going to put some bullshit on this mirror. Meanwhile, I'm going to try to steer this guy to grab an electrical wire. Or it's trying to keep you apart. Or it's just using whatever room it has available with whatever features it has. You don't know the
Yeah, and then
exact
there was
mechanics yet, but there
Then
might
there was the
be an
dead
angle.
guy in the kitchen who was like, "Oh, she got another one."
Mhm. Yes, the man with his head blown off with the shotgun.
Yeah. Which probably
Yes.
which one? It was either George Reese, because I think one, based on the notes that we got from Who Died How, one of them was shot. I can't remember who it was.
I mean, you probably would have just investigated all the local deaths involved with this, right?
Yeah, we have been going through the list excessively.
Right. You've been going through this successively, so just to reiterate then, George and Margaret Crease were locals who moved into the Wheeler house following the death of Elizabeth Wheeler in 1956. They said updating the house, added amenities like water heater, modern refrigerator, gas range, improving the wiring. Then in 1957, Crease's friends noticed a change in the couple. Margaret had become rude and pushy, completely unlike her previous self. George, seemingly frightened, rarely ventured to go out except for work until he renewed his interest in the church. Then he attended church all hours of the day. Margaret sent an exorbitant sum of money to restore the huge mirrors in the master bedroom. When they were finished, the home was photographed for local trade magazines. Then October 12, 1960, George was spotted at a sporting goods store and bought a double-barreled shotgun and a box of ammo, drove home, shot his wife, and then himself.
Yeah, so that was... Because I think the ghost in the kitchen had a shotgun near him, so that was George. Probably. And then, during that incident, there was the mirror, and it was a discordant message, which at least at the time led me to believe, or Guybrush led Guybrush to believe, like, oh, the people who have died here are still trapped in here. But who knows? Some of them might be assholes, or at least pieces of them.
Who knows?
Maybe she keeps them in a mirror and keeps feeding on them slowly, and they try and scare people away.
It's hard to say exactly what I haven't told you, or what you haven't pieced together. That's why it's important we go through these adventures quickly without big, weak gaps in between.
Yeah. What name do we have for the entity the Wheeler originally made the deal with? Isabel Wheeler is
that's the name of the lady who did the deal, who owned the house, and who is currently in the... He's asking what entity did she make a deal with? Or did
I think Horned Man is the only thing we've heard of him.
Was it?
Oh no, he did have a name.
I'm fine with the moniker. What was it?
Also, please remember to make notes on the screen. Places like, oh, this is the status, so we don't have to rediscuss. Like, what was it?
Exactly why I'm actually editing group notes at the moment, so get some.
Yeah,
something was a dark man. That I remember.
Oh, hey, Marcus.
Me too.
Hello. Yeah,
Hello,
he did have there was a name. It wasn't Lou Bell or something, but we did get a name of sorts.
The Dark Man. That's how I remembered it too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
or the Horned Man, because it was a black figure with a horn for a face or something like that.
There were.
It's also.
You're thinking of the carvings that were on the furniture of the dancing procession, and then the big horned dark individual in front.
Yeah.
And then the occult books made a reference to Lou Monero, translated the Dark Man.
Oh, okay.
How do you spell that? Is it like French?
Lou Monero.
It's Italian.
No, it's Italian, yeah.
Yeah, it's L' Umo.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, Umo.
Umo.
Okay.
The Shadow Man.
Yeah, not quite, but
sounds Mexican in my ears, but like sure.
Oh, do you mean?
Well, they are both called.
No.
I mean, Spain and Italian are both Latin-based languages, so yeah, they do sound similar.
Something like.
No, it's.
I should have said sounds Latin.
Sounds Latin, indeed. The second one is right. El Umo.
Oh, okay. Because I guess Han was responding to the Shadow Man by saying almost, but not quite right.
Yeah. The Shadow Man.
That, and then I said Shadow Man, and yeah.
So the Dark Matter, Lou Monero. Okay.
Yes.
This was the second question. Getting my locations mixed up again. Which city are we near again? Where's the occult bookshop located?
Most of the things here are at New Jersey.
Jersey, right.
Well, I mean, it's the state of New Jersey, and technically this is the town of Meadowbrook, New Jersey, but it's a fucking state. It's not that big. You can get there within
exactly.
hours or something.
At least exactly. As long as we know, because I'm trying to get a list of contacts we have, so that if we need to go back, we actually have something.
There isn't travel. This isn't like the previous adventure. Travel time here is pretty neglectable.
Yeah, because we have teleports nowadays. So okay. Now I have
Quick
something.
travel is
in
implemented.
notes. Oh yeah, and we have, the ritual.
Yes, you know the ritual. You know how to perform it based on that, although whether or not you can successfully perform it is a different question. You have a sacrifice if you're willing to use him for it, which I believe everyone just sort of agreed on because no one liked that guy.
And yeah, I mean,
And
we don't
we have
like
a
the
mission
plan, but it's the only one we have so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one that that you are sort of being pushed to by circumstances, let's say.
Yeah.
There are always other plans. If you can come up with a better one and argue your case, then why not? You can totally say, hey, we're just going to burn the place down, and then we're going to hire someone specifically to re-burn this place down every 10 years. It's a plan. But that would probably also quickly get investigated by police, who will then go, hey, this guy was an arson. And who paid you? Oh, these guys. And then you have the police after you, and then Delta Green might say, this is a bit more trouble than it's worth.
We're throwing you into the wolves.
Yeah, it's like, look, there's a bunch of crazy people. They couldn't do the thing we explicitly wanted them to do.
Yeah.
We had an entire phone call about this. Yes, guys, we disagree that this is not a great idea, but it's all we have, and sometimes we have to do bullshit because we're dealing with a long-term supernatural infestation in reality.
Yeah.
Stop whining and kill the fat man.
Also, he's about to spill. He wants to spill the beans, just like you guys said. So
It's dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, you have convinced him that this needs to happen, so don't back out now.
yeah, pretty much.
And wait a bit. I found the occult book written in Indo-European. Well, Gorm did.
Yes.
What did that one have? I didn't write it down.
If you didn't make notes, that makes it really hard for me to be like,
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
it said this.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm just trying to. I think I tried to find a way to protect ourselves from the entity, but I don't think there was. I think it just.
I believe
Oh,
It had several. Yeah, it had several. Because we were trying to figure out what this thing is. And
Dark Man
and how
himself, or
no
is it-
no the Dark Man was not something we knew about at that point yet.
Okay,
It was
so-
the
so
entity
from
in the
entity,
house,
yes.
because it was like it's probably not a haunting per se, and it had to do with mirrors, because there's a lot of mirrors in the house, and you had already seen Bloody Mary basically in the mirror. We had a scotch tape roll into a mirror, so it was like mirror magic. And we knew there was a witch involved, so witchcraft relating to mirrors that leaves a house cursed or something like that. That was kind of the thread that we were about to pull. And it was like, yeah, well, there are rituals to haunt a house or curse a house, and
So yeah, now
it was a very loose avenue at that point, because that was way before we found any of the stuff that we know now, basically.
which means I wrote down like occult book written in Indo-European knowledge about occult things, especially spirit realm types. Could I, now that I know the Dark Man, peruse the book again and just try to find references to that entity specifically?
You could. Little bit of a luck factor. I mean, okay, you can simply say, hey, we go back to the bookstore, we study this topic along with what we have and what we know now and what we're looking for, and try to do more research. But as with any extensive study in the occult, especially when it turns out to actually be unnatural, it might have some effects on you. But if you spend time studying it, who knows what'll fucking happen. So if you're ready
I
to
think
accept
this
possible
session, if
consequences.
any, is the best session to do that when we're not actually advancing the plot. So if that tips us over the breaking point, it's better to happen now. Like even metagaming, it's better to happen now in the research part than when we're dealing with Isabel
Say
and the
that
ritual.
now, but I don't know.
And this is something like
Sometimes.
we don't know enough. So we can now use
Yeah.
this session for research and preparation, like you said, so that we can formulate probably a much more watertight plan as opposed to using next time when we bicker what plan we're going to go with for starters.
So yeah, I would like to research.
Guybrush will
Dark
help you because this
Oh.
is definitely something the two of us would be more into probably as opposed to team action.
Definitely gonna go. Well, tip over our breaking point this session, both of us.
Oh yeah, but I mean, research is kind of what Guybrush and Gorm are. I think that's been our role.
Oh yeah.
Are we
it has-
supposed to see the house as a character?
Are you supposed to see it as a character? I mean, I think that's
Yeah,
fair.
100%.
Because you don't know
We can write
exactly what
it.
entity is and isn't.
Yeah, but we can see a character named the house, and I'm afraid to click on it.
Didn't we add that to sort of allow you to add notes and its abilities? It's
Oh,
not an
is it?
NPC sheet, in case you're wondering. It's not something I have with all sorts of secret notes.
Okay,
This
okay,
is
okay.
Purely intended as sort of a placeholder to put some stuff in.
Okay.
Where do you
Go into the house
see
alone
it?
in night
Oh, there.
to experience
character
everything
sheet
the
of
house
this house.
gives.
My goodness.
Forget who, but someone put in notes. Like, according to Agent
Oh.
Pretzel, go into the house alone in the night to experience what the house gives,
Ah.
has mental fortitude, turn on the lights, don't smash the mirrors, yada yada yada. Some notes
Yeah.
you simply put there, which honestly should probably just put those in group notes.
Yeah.
And also, we shouldn't trust any of this.
That
Yeah,
too.
no, because it says decidedly a fraud.
Right.
that is definitely what I wrote. I remember both writing down
Okay.
all of these notes and later adding that decidedly fraud. It's
Yeah.
funny nowadays, but I don't think we should even. We could just delete this the house, and I have group notes updated to some. Sort of.
Yeah. I tried to keep some stuff in the group notes, but that sort of died away after Antonio.
You are, of course, free to take time with as much research as you want, but keep in mind that now all of you have been in contact with the house and have been inside and have done a whole bunch of stuff. Like, the sanity clock will continue to slowly tick down.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
you don't want to just sit around here forever and keep being like, I investigate more, maybe we find a hint, I investigate more, because eventually you will be less sane than is healthy for this situation.
No, yeah, but I was under the impression that this session isn't necessarily we go do the ritual and finish the chapter with only two of us.
Well, I mean,
Well,
Matthias is here. He's, at the very least, listening.
No, he went again.
He went
says
again.
maybe
He
in an
went away.
hour.
Oh, okay. I missed him saying that. Like,
No, he wrote it. He just jumped off, and then he wrote a minute ago, like, I will try to join again in an hour. So,
okay, yeah, I guess the connection.
yeah, no.
He did sound very, I'm at the beach.
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
connection.
So,
Founded
Okay.
Hawaiian shirt.
Okay, but yes,
With the pina colada.
because we want to definitely finish this adventure either today, probably if it doesn't go that well, or if it goes fantastic, who knows? I mean, you could just dive
Yeah.
in and be like, no, we're going to go in with two, and these two guys are going to stand outside with a gun. And their goal is, in case they see me come out jibber jabbering, they shoot me in the head and then they leave.
And that's what happened.
But yeah, either you do that now or next time. So you want to have a plan, and I understand it's just be like, oh, we don't know what to do. Go investigate more. But the amount of clues you can find are pretty limited. You're not going to find a book that just describes exactly how the house works mechanically.
I'm just wondering
No.
if I can find, like, because now we know about the Dark Man, whatever that is. And Gorm is definitely against contacting this kind of entity, but it's like the only somehow reliable solution he can think of. So at least he wants to be armed with knowledge about what sort of things would this kind of, I don't know, deity like want? What are its motivations? Could we try to, can it be deceived? Could it be like, is it always about deals, or could we just ask things? Is it enough to just summon the creature and then just ask something out of it? You know, we definitely don't know what we're dealing with at all at the moment. Well, except what Wheeler did. But is that the only thing we can do with the entity?
I mean,
The ball
also, last time we came here, we didn't have a specific avenue. It was maybe something Italian with mirrors, and it leaves house bad place. Now we kind of have a pinpoint that we can go for.
Okay, guys. We are overthinking this by a lot.
No.
You are trying to metagame this, and instead we are simply going to roll whose turn it is. Low. Okay, so Guybrush. You are.
What do you mean metagaming?
You are treating this right now like a game, and what you got to do instead is be like, okay, Guybrush. As Guybrush, who is Guybrush, who has just seen all this stuff happen, as a person who is Guybrush, what would he do? What would your character do? As a character, as a role play character that you play the role of you, the player, in this game, which is a role playing
right,
game.
but he is a criminal investigator. He is a forensic guy. And so he goes, okay, we have more clues to go on with.
Okay.
Let's revisit our steps.
Okay.
And actually find more information.
Okay.
We have we have a diary, we have a suspect. Now we need to know more about this.
Cool.
And there is only one place
with
ish that we know so far where we can get more information potentially.
Uh-huh.
So, which is why he wants to return to the bookstore, because, okay, we now have, like, our crazy wall now has enough lines pointing to this spot. It's like, this is where we should focus on. This probably gets us forward.
Fantastic.
Which is
you and everyone get in the car and you drive everyone to the crazy bookstore. With your crazy wall, you have a photo of your crazy wall to show the bookstore lady to be like, look.
Yeah.
We're looking for info on this.
Yeah, exactly.
And the crazy bookstore lady is there where that her picture. I think this was her.
You want to hear Sheila again?
New Jersey bookstore lady. How does she talk like?
Sheila from
Kyle's
Sheila
mom from
Broflovsky.
South Park.
Yeah. What?
What? Oh, right. Yeah, the South Park mom. Kyle's mom.
Yeah.
What? You better watch your language with me, young man. Okay, good. We've got a vague idea of what she sounded like mentally.
Yeah.
You go back to the bookstore. You swing the door open. Ding-a-ling-ling-ling-ling. Like, welcome to my bookstore. How could I? Oh, it's you guys. Back for more books. We don't take returns.
We're not here for returns. We're here for a more thorough research this time.
All right, what topic you looking for? Maybe I can help.
Something called Lumo Nero. How to contact it and how to potentially undo the contract someone else has done with it.
Excuse me. It's actually Lumo, like man, like person.
Right, Lumo Nero. That's like Mexican or something?
I think it's more Latin.
Okay, hold on. I'll Google it. Let's see. A black man. Okay, she types into her bookstore computer. Books on black man.
No. Not necro. Nero.
How is that different?
Oh, appalled.
Look, I don't
More-
speak. I
more
don't
shadow.
speak Mixtalian.
Like Shadow Man or Dark
Oh, all
Man.
right.
Yes.
I'll try searching for that. Shadow Man.
This might be an ancient entity, actually. So
Oh, we'll see. Okay, yeah, I might have some books on this. I have a book on Italian folktales that supposedly mentions him. Also,
Well,
I've
folktales?
got, let's see, some old local notes, some old diaries that mention him, weirdly enough.
Ooh, personal experiences. That actually might be what we're. That might give us some clues. How many are there, and how long would it take to fetch them, and how much
I don't
would
know,
you?
let's go into the cellar. She opens the big trap door. There's
Not
huge
this again.
stone staircase leading down into the dungeon. For the next 3 hours, you all trek through there looking for the old dusty tomes inside, chests and whatnot. You have an entire adventure. You wear a suit of armor and flail a mace around at the spiders down there. They grow quite big. You grab some books and you make your way out again.
But no giant rats.
No giant rats. What do you think this is? Some sort of
Is this
cheap
D&D?
RPG Dungeons and Dragons adventure? We're a bookstore.
This
for
is
God's
real
sakes.
stuff. Giant spiders, yes. Giant rats, no, that's fantasy shit.
I mean, giant spiders. I just mean like the size of your hand,
Sure.
like an Australian huntsman or something like that.
That's
I mean, you'd freak out if you see them.
tarantula.
And you're glad you have a mace when you can just smash them. They're like, look, these spiders. Ugh. I don't know
No,
what
don't
to
kill them. They keep this place free of hummingbirds. You should kill
Oh,
them.
right. Okay. Well, fine if you say so. Anyway, you
I
go through that
suppose you don't
entire
want something humming in the cellar.
It's the hummingbirds. I thought it was like the ghosts down there or something. You get the books. You get back to the bookstore front.
Yeah.
Anyway, what you have is a book on Italian folktales and a book which is a collection of little events that have happened around the New Jersey area. Described as a diary before, but it's more like a travel diary of someone who had miscellaneous weird encounters, and one of them, weirdly, describes a dark man. It takes you a while to find the exact passage in this book, but it refers to an encounter where someone had a little party and a bunch of children, and they were playing a hide and seek, and one of them hid inside a large dresser closet, and the term is armoire, and it was supposedly this weird antique, and when they hid inside of it, they suddenly found themselves transported into this weird other world where they were sort of listening to this creepy voice speaking in a language they didn't quite understand, which later, when they asked about it, turned out to be Italian, as it was talking about writing a name and this woman crying about it. And then, all of a sudden they just got terrified and they ran out of it crying and screaming, and it caused quite a scene. And this child sort of repeated that story over and over. And then other people, supposedly, that had this same armoire, reported the same thing.
That'd be an easier way of contacting this.
Oh, I don't think this is a contact. I think this armoire might have been originated from the house. And just like how Tortilla described hearing piano music and seeing Isabel play the piano through the mirror, this armoire replace the scene where Isabel backs out of her contract?
How old is this diary? Yes, there
The
are
story in question
dates.
here. Would have been from the 1960s.
Which would track.
Mhm.
Curious. If we would manage to get our hands on this armor and replicate this event, even if it's possible, if it's true, we might be able to listen in on the actual right and the situation where Isabel backed down. We might be able to clean information that we already don't have.
Okay. A thread to pull, no, for sure.
Yeah. You make note of what family was supposedly involved with this armoire.
Yep.
And you know that you can, with this name and this information, probably track it down with a day's work of bureaucracy to see if there's any
It's
particular
bureaucracy.
truth for it.
Yep.
It was described as the Griff's family living near Columbia City, so you should be able to quite easily track it down. Or otherwise, you have Miss Tucker who can do it for you.
We could do it ourselves, right?
Possibly. You have a bunch of hints now, which make it a lot easier. Otherwise, just randomly stumbling on something like this would probably have taken you months.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless Gorm wants to go talk to his nerdy girlfriend again.
I thank courteously our good antique store dealer. Oh no, the occult books dealer. Thank you very much. We pay the cost
For the books?
Yeah.
The
Once
other
again.
Last time she's like, this ain't a library, you gotta buy.
You can't buy that shit, but it's also
You can't just
a book.
read and leave.
You know, you toss her $100 for the miscellaneous books.
Yeah.
The
I do
other
take
one,
the
do you
fairy
wanna
tale one as well.
Do you want to study the other one as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just in case. I
Okay.
mean,
That one will describe something that matches Lumo Nero, which in this story is presented a lot more as an Italian equivalent of the boogeyman, used in folklore to scare children into behaving properly, otherwise he will come and claim them. Depicted as a shadowy, tall figure wearing a heavy black coat, having pitch black skin, and wearing a hat that conceals his face. Supposedly, he hides in dark corners, under beds, in closets, and then if children misbehave, he will appear before them and demand something from them. And then there is a list of several Italian lullabies, like Nina, Nina, Nana, Nina O, where he is mentioned. Also, a popular children's card game called Lumo Nero exists. Not sure if it's related to the actual supernatural presence, but it's quite possible. You never know with occult stuff and folk tales, which are far more innocent, if there's an actual kernel of truth involved in it. But seeing as you now know that there are actual witches which contact an actual entity here, or at the very least, there is a real haunted house with manifestations in it, makes it a little bit more believable. But
Even
based
if
on the
sanitized.
description- yeah, even if sanitized. You probably know him if you see him based on it. If he shows up and it's like a six-winged angel with 100 eyes, then you're like, okay, hey, I don't think this is the same guy.
yeah, probably not.
Well,
So we need to be suspicious of every black guy in a trench coat with a large hat.
well, you should. I mean, what? So, well, it's not that surprising that Umo Nero has a card game. I mean, tarot cards have rules to play them too. So it's just something that just people do.
I mean, going by the description of the card game, it seems like it's very much just an Italian version of Old Maid or Go Fish, or the Black Man is a bit like the Joker that you don't want to get.
Yeah.
The dark card, the bad card, which translated makes a lot of sense as to why that would be the name they use for it exactly. At the end of the game, the loser typically gets a penalty of getting a smudge of ink on their face, which might also relate to the name of simply you get painted black.
Well, what a waste of ink. Children are so inconsiderate. Especially, imagine if this is very, very old. Ink was very,
100. I mean, okay, since Victorian times, ink wasn't that big a deal anymore.
Since
it's not
Victorian
like
times,
this is like the 1600s or older, where it's like, no, we need all this precious ink to write our one copy of the Bible we will produce this year.
Not anymore, you subconscious voice, you. But if this is like ancient times worthy, it might have been a very different thing.
Dr. Gorm, this is the voice inside your head. That's not what this story is referring to.
They must
also,
have used
we
like
should totally
coal.
hook up with that cute antique store owner.
Oh no. They probably
Also-
used coal back in the day, and now they just.
Dr. Gorm,
Gorm, this is your
gives me a
dick.
really good idea. This is your conscience talking. You feel overwhelmed with stories of smearing your face, and you notice a coal bin outside with a bunch of black dust and soot on it. You could totally do blackface right now if you wanted. Just stick your hands in there.
Yep. I was gonna go like, you could totally imitate them, and I was gonna joke like, no, I'm not good at going blackface right now, but you already stole my thunder.
Maybe if we channel the spirit of this card game, it'll put us in the right mindset in order to mentally make contact with the entity.
No, I am a respectable elder man. Well, not elder, but middle-aged man. I will not go ahead and disgrace myself as such.
This is like Yu-Gi-Oh, which is totally an ancient Egyptian game that has been turned into card games by some rich white dude. Play the game. Save the world.
Dr. Gorm, this is the pharaoh living in the artifact on the table. Pick me up and
Please
put
me
on.
together and we can play card games and save the world.
We can be the card game master of this world.
Master, why did you have me summon you? You deal the cards. Is this really the life you want to live? I have been waiting for millennia for
To
this
play a
moment,
children's
and now
card game.
you activated my trap card.
Originally, it wasn't even about card games, it was any game, but the cards were the most marketable.
In the
which is
manga,
literally
we
what,
totally
which is
broke
literally what
people's
happened with
minds.
Yu-Gi-Oh! The manga, like the card games, were one of the last things that appeared, and it was like only a couple of chapters. There were a bunch of other games in the manga, but the card games are what stuck to the anime and became the franchise.
Yeah.
Also, they killed a lot less people.
Which means that canonically, before the series starts, like Yugi has a body count.
I think, sorta. I think quite a few people just disappeared in that. It was like, some of the games are like, oh, you stole a Rolex, well, let's play a game, and then he shifts them into another dimension. It's like, there's a literal, like, scythe moving next to the watch, and he's like, okay, there was a timer. Is like who can pull their hand out latest, like hit the timer, and still manage to pull their hand out without getting your hand cut off, kind of deal. And those are the kind of games that the original manga had. It was like, okay, yeah, no, does my greed win and I lose a hand? Because if you lost your hand, you lost the game. But the one who had the tightest timer.
I think it's fair to say
won
you
the
win the game. You just happen to, pay a slightly larger price for it at that point.
Yeah.
No, it was you lose if you lose your hand. If the scythe hits you, you lose, and you lose if your time is bigger than the other person.
And
like
also
it was a
if-
timer that counted towards 0, because the point was that it was always their greed or their arrogance that was being tested, and they usually lost, at which point he just shattered their mind or they just died or killed themselves in the process.
Are you kidding me?
like-
All I did was beat this other guy at a card game, and you're cutting off my hand for that? Yep, mind crush.
Kinda that, or they beat a kid and stole something from him, like a toy, and he's like, oh cool, okay. Let's have a game.
Yeah.
Like the
And then his
Yu-Gi-Oh manga
friends
was
are
a
there going,
lot
Yugi,
darker.
why are you psychologically torturing all these people using your ancient Egyptian mind powers? It's
Yeah,
mine
it's
to do
like,
as I
whoa.
want.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm the king of games.
I'm the
You
pharaoh.
can't
I get to make the rules.
Pretty much.
Anyway,
it
Gorm's
was a
having
bit
all of
darker
this,
than let's play cards.
Yeah, okay, so meanwhile...
These are the voices or thoughts.
Yeah, these are the
Gorm
voices.
has, like,
Actually,
Gorm's nerdy
these are
brain.
the consequences of the sanity. So Gorm is outside with already 2 black stripes of soot on his face because he's been getting distracted during this entire conversation. Meanwhile, Guybrush put on a gold chain necklace with a weird artifact on it that he found in the store.
So did reading that diary give us 1 point of sanity loss?
Give you a
I
point
don't know,
of sanity.
back? Yeah.
Sanity loss. 1 point of
I don't
sanity
know,
loss.
sanity back blocks.
Like,
You know what,
did we
after the
hit our
shit we just
breaking
discussed,
points?
yeah, both of you roll sanity. If one of you fails, I'm not gonna. It's only 1 point of sanity, but I am keeping either the black face or the artifact if you fail.
Well,
We can't win this.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, so Dr.
lost
Gorm's
worse.
wearing blackface sort of the rest of the day,
and that was
and Guybrush is now king of cards.
no king game.
Right, king of games.
Sure. So that was 1 point of sanity. So I'm at my breaking point.
Let's see the rules.
Yep.
We get to experiment
The black
or
man.
experience with this.
Wait for the bling.
You could also swear you hear the voice of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh in your head telling you to play card games in
Gamble.
a really odd way and gamble and, like, escalate them into life or death situations. You're not sure how you managed to whip up these contraptions, but you're fairly certain you can mind crush now. Okay, so breaking point things.
Yes.
Try to find it, but
As far as what happens with the breaking point, I think we're perfectly happy with these two things happening. Dr. Gorm is not at his breaking point yet, so he can just wipe that stuff off, and he's like, oh my god, I'm in blackface, what the fuck am I doing?
yeah, exactly. Well, wow.
And Guybrush, who is usually very calm and collected and logical, develops a gambling addiction. I guess.
Well, yeah, okay. Rules of thumb for sand loss. It should be either violence, helplessness, or unnatural that causes it. and that determines like the flavor of insanity you actually get from hitting your breaking point or disorders.
Well,
I don't think it's violence. That's for sure.
I would say it's unnatural.
Yeah, I think it's unnatural because helplessness is like you get tied up and you just witness something happen and you just can't do anything basically in one way or the other. For example, if you read a diary of somebody who's just getting super messed, and if you get sanity loss from that and then you break, it's probably helplessness because you just read somebody's story. You can't do anything about it, but it just breaks you mentally reading
it. You can close the book.
No, but exactly. That's why you lose sanity. Why did I even read it? I halfway through, I was like, this isn't the story I want to read. Why am I still reading it? And then you just have like helplessness here. And I'm like, holy crap, this guy just had the worst life, and I just read it all and can't help life being sucky, basically, you know. I could imagine that.
When you reach your breaking point, you gain a disorder. I think we're perfectly happy with the disorder we have here. Your new breaking point then becomes a new sanity minus power.
Yeah, it's 39 for me.
Mm-hmm. Which also remember that when things reset and you regain sanity, then it also sort of needs to be reset to what your new breaking point is, I think. Where's the new breaking point? Still the low one. Oh, is your new breaking point still
I think
lower?
the breaking point just remains.
Okay.
It's just that you basically don't get rid of disorders. It's very, very difficult to get rid of them.
Anyway,
so you basically have some. Basically, you can imagine your character has some mental disorders just waiting, and you just have certain breaking points where you get it.
But what would be what were the things listed in the rules for unnatural? Because I would say, I would argue it's unnatural, and mainly based on the how Guybrush react to their diary, which is instead of going, well, this is garbage, he just took it at face value. Oh no, it's like, I fully believe that the garderobe just replays a scene from the past. Which is his mind went straight to the supernatural, like, oh no, it just houses a reflection of what had happened and replays that to anyone. So
I mean, it is very
it's
much
page 72.
in character. 72? Okay, it's very much in character for Guybrush with how he's behaved so far, to simply say, oh yeah, this stuff is just real, we're just rolling with it, which is already very much sort of unnatural. There's a whole bunch of disorders, sample disorders for unnatural.
Oh, goodness. How about depersonalization disorder? Because, I mean, Guybrush is already inclined to that. Oh my goodness, but all tests are -20? That sounds harsh.
Your agents have a spirit of detachment from himself or herself, feeling helplessly disconnected from his own body, thoughts, or emotions, like seeing it all happen to someone else. I mean, that's when the Pharaoh takes over. You're standing on the sidelines going, Pharaoh, please, no, don't put him in the torture machine.
Well, I was thinking.
Guybrush.
I was thinking more. I mean, yeah. What page was it?
72.
72.
Actually, the last chapter in 71 is dissociative identity disorder, which might actually be the Pharaoh stepping in. The handler can actually take your character or like dictate what the character does.
Oh my god, that would Han is the Pharaoh.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I would probably just dictate, like, Pharaoh demands you do this, tell me how.
Mm-hmm. For example, yeah.
Most of the time, your agent seems fine, but in an acute episode under extreme stress, he or she can take an alternate identity with its own personality and memories. The longer your agent suffers from disorder, the more alternate identities may surface. Your handler decides whether or not to keep control of your agent's behavior. I mean, for the purpose of
we should have had this off stream. We should have had this off stream, so Anders and Matthias cannot learn of it until
let's
it
be
kicks
real.
in.
They're not going to watch this far. So next time they say,
no,
no
Anders
one
has
mentioned
watched
this.
them.
No, that maybe, but I don't think he watched. Why? And he certainly won't remember the whole thing. So try
Right.
to spring this on them. In fact, feel free to just at some point be like, I dissociate the Pharaoh surfaces. Do not give them context.
No, it's better yet. He pulls out open his jacket and takes out the golden pyramid bling, and becomes very gambly. Yeah, more prone to gamble his life, I guess.
And other people's life. And for some people, for some reason, he refers to everyone as Yugi.
Which is gonna be Gorm.
He refers to Gorm as Yugi.
Well, Gorm is the sort of mousy, held back, nerdy guy. So yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So you have
Stop being
the
a little
idea.
bitch, Yugi. It's not my name.
You can remember second page of your character sheet. You can actually start writing down your
Second
like
page of character
ailments.
sheets. Oh, right. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably
Where-
important to
where-
keep track of
where-
somewhere. Second page, as in you go to the Delta Green stuff. I mean, first
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Put it in bio, and if you have it here, and oh no, wait, no, that's not. That's not
No,
the second
it's-
page.
it's-
Second
it's
page
on
is
the
at bottom.
agent.
Second page is at the bottom. Yeah, at the bottom where the one is.
I mean, there's literally psychological data. You have motivations plus disorders.
Okay, but if you just
Oh,
this,
sorry,
you can
it was the
do-
first page. Sorry. Yeah. True. Disorder. There you go.
Yeah, first page has no. Wait, what?
Uh-huh.
I lost it.
You
now.
just click it to be disorder and then just
No, you clicked threat again. That's not. Don't click threat or agent. That one's like. I think. I honestly find it very confusing how they set up this particular sheet, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, I'm where.
Did
I had
you
disorders and shit, but now my
Yeah, yeah.
feed looks entirely different.
Okay.
does
Hold on,
does
again.
the
Just don't
folder
click anything.
say-
Don't fucking click
Yeah.
anything. On the right side, you have currently the word threat, right? Click
Yes.
that.
there we go.
Yes.
And then you'll see it flip to agent, right? This is the normal one. And then at the bottom, if you scroll down, you currently have a 2. If you click that, it becomes a 1. That's page 1 and 2 of
Oh,
the
there's
agent
like-
sheet.
Okay.
It's the
Someone
agent
went and
and
clicked
threat.
that, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that was me trying to show, like, look, you have a different thing here, but I should have just told you to do it because you were
Oh,
already
see,
looking at
I
it.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah, because the agent threat stuff is NPC sheet basically.
Yeah,
Pretty
which is
much,
why I was
although-
like, "But this makes no sense."
Why the fuck would they use a rigidly statted NPC sheet in something that is very much just sort of off the cuff?
It says motivation plus
so you can
disorders, yet
remember
you're. Oh, there we go, disorder. Okay.
Yeah, you can change it to disorder.
Which one was it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah, although
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
all of these are just suggestions. We, as a group, have decided that you're fucking playing Yu-Gi-Oh! now.
Okay, I guess so.
But Han, isn't this fucking breaking some levels of immersion? No, this is giving me more immersion. Like, clearly Guybrush is a nerd, and while researching this stuff, he clearly had some sort of mental break, and then he recognized something from a game show thing he knew a lot about, and he was like, I am the chosen one. I will be king of games.
I'm pretty sure I have expressed Guybrush not being very into movies or entertainment in general.
Well, you
But-
always have your
sure.
guilty pleasures.
That's why he saw
Sure.
he saw the anime and he saw this is real.
I saw Gorm watching it.
Hey, Gorm definitely isn't into.
He's not
Oh
into
no,
those
no, this
Chinese
is even better.
cartoons.
This is even better. We have someone who is a major cinephile in this group.
Indeed.
We have got Stone.
Stone.
Agent Stone is like he's constantly going, oh, in this series, oh, in this movie, in this movie. He's Guybrush has watched But like in whatever Airbnb or wherever we stay, he has to have seen like in the passing Stone watching Yu-Gi-Oh or some shit. And that just sort of clicked at that moment.
Oh my
Like,
God. When
game.
Matthias comes back, we have to describe him like watching Yu-Gi-Oh as part of just the stuff he watches, and then without connecting that to you, just have you standing there with the Millennium Eye necklace thing.
What a puzzle. Yeah, no, not the eye. The eye means he literally gouges his eye out and plunges in a golden ball.
Okay, well that's next time, I guess. I don't know the specifics of Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't actually watch
Sure. Which is why I'm clarifying. That's a lot more gruesome. It replaces the owner's eye.
My context for this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, which is a very different sort of rhythm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But take this as a warning. If at any point a player is like, "Hey, let's make fun of this specific thing and joke about it for half an hour," hey, guess what? That's canon now.
That sounds good.
I think dissociative identity disorder really works. We just like it sounds like that. It's most of the time your agent seems fine, but in an acute episode, when under extreme stress, he or she takes on an alternative identity with its own personality and memories. The longer your agent suffers this disorder, the more alternate identities may surface.
Yep.
The handler decides when and whether you keep control of your agent's behavior. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
Rule of funny, as long as you're acting in a way that progresses the amount of stuff that happens, sure. If it's like, no, I now switch to an alternate personality who's very careful and doesn't do anything fun. Like, all right, get out of the driver's seat. I'm taking control.
Yeah, sure. Like,
That is in general how you should play with me if you want to progress the story in a direction you want. It's like, I'm gonna do something silly in this direction. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess we're going here now. I'm gonna romance the Dark Man. Okay.
But then how many campaigns now have you been like, no, this is serious campaign, no funny stuff.
Right. To be fair, that's mainly when Matthias asks for us to be serious, and he's not here right now. So
No, it was because when we switched to the Oz, Carl, Euphemia campaign, that was supposed to be our serious campaign.
It definitely
We
turned out
started it
serious.
already back then, and that was years before Matthias.
every campaign is supposed to be the serious campaign, and we fail at it every fucking time.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. We've been trying this for about 5 years now, at least. Serious campaign. It never stays
Cthulhu
serious.
knocks at the door. Hi, we're an eldritch abomination. Anyone who sees this is driven crazy. You're completely helpless to do anything about it. Meanwhile, our guys at the bookstore, woohoo!
Oh man, but sure. But now we'll have to explain the golden triangle around his.
What if you just don't explain it?
Things happen. Oh, that's just a funny.
It's just a trinket I picked up. Don't worry about it. Which does mean that if something does happen, you really need to lay into it. Just do the voice and everything.
I can't
The
do
Dark
that.
Man comes like, you can offer me nothing. I shall now take your soul. Unless you can beat me in a children's card game.
Oh no! We have to get the Shadow Man cards from Guy Brush.
Oh, yes, we do.
We have to get Luminero cards for Guy Brush.
Damn it, I can't find it anywhere. I can't remember the name. Have you read the Cthulhu Mythos web comic that has like every single ancient one is basically just a chibi? It's not anime, it's Western, but still they're like
think so.
super cutie.
I think so.
I just can't remember. It's like the Unfathomable Book of Horrors or something like that. I'm just trying to find it, and I'm like, as you're like, you know, we were talking, or you were talking about the serious campaign. This is the serious campaign, and I'm like, yeah, we start with this and try to find a most like horrific, seriously taking Cthulhu image, and then, but we end up like this and just get Nuarlu there, just Nuala the Death, but just super cute. We're just having fun. But in the end, it aren't games about that anyway. Just having fun, enjoying company.
Yes, obviously. And then
So,
the people
yeah.
watching it are like, oh my god, when are they going to fucking do the thing?
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm enjoying myself. I'm playing this for myself, unfortunately.
Also.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck. No, that doesn't have the... That doesn't have the background taken out. Why don't I save it as PNG by default? Am I an amateur? There we go. He orders an Italian card game online. For no reason.
Sure. It's a pair forming game. I had to Google it.
Oh yeah, like I said, like Old Maid, and then the one out is the one that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and that's the if you're left with that one, you lose.
You lose, yeah. See, there's the black man right on the cover.
Yep.
Of course, you know, it's ultimately also just a deck of cards, which you can use for other things, and you have other deck of cards. But, yeah, who knows? Maybe you'll need to beat him in a children's card game.
We'll just use that and actually solve this.
Oh, ailments. Sure.
You're a second-rate duelist with a third-rate deck.
Sure. So what did we learn? There was a closet somewhere, a guardrobe somewhere that...
Right. Attempting to get back to the story... Dr. Gorm finding his newfound power, courage.
We can call it that? No. Guybrush found the newfound power, right?
Right. And we won't talk about what Dr. Gorm has on his face right now. Which may or may not be a lot. With the notes you found about this mysterious armoire and a family and location, both of you give me a bureaucracy roll.
Technically, I could have tried and deflected that sanity loss.
Well, you could have, but I'm pretty sure you wanted it. Right?
I mean, sure, let's go with
You were
it.
talking about you wanted your breaking point because it would have been inconvenient to have it mid-combat where it would have
That's true, that is true, that is true.
Instead,
that
it
is
stunned you in the store, and you're like, oh my God, what is all this stuff? Why am I taking it so seriously? Are there deeper secrets of the universe that I'm just not opening myself for? Universe, what secrets are there out there for you? Yugi. Pick up the puzzle, Yugi.
Grandpa, is that you? Yes,
anyway,
that's true. That
Dr.
is true.
Gorm is trying to channel the black man in his own way. You track down where the armoire would be. You will find it if you give me a bureaucracy roll. Otherwise, you might need to go through Lady What's-Her-Face. So both of you, please, bureaucracy roll.
Do we help or do we individual?
Just individually roll it. Gives you
Right.
more chances to skill up.
Well,
No, both of you succeed. Well, I guess you just find it. Oh well. No skill up for you.
Can I skill up my sanity?
It's not how that works.
Damn it.
yeah, we failed it. We should get to skill up. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
that is true.
Makes no sense.
That's not that
No,
kind of
no,
stuff. It's not that kind of thing.
Definitely, yeah.
Anyway, the armoire, this 1940s armoire in American modern style, owned by banker Jessica Griffiths near Columbia City. With the assistance of Tucker, you can very easily get it in a few weeks, or in your particular case, with these hints, way faster. It is made of oak, stained deep brown, and has a mirrored front. Now, obviously, it is currently located in the possession of some family, but you can, show up. Be like, hello, FBI, let us see your armoire, please. How do you approach that?
Ma'am, we do confiscate your armoire. It's
But I
part
keep
of
my
a
stuff
murder
in there.
investigation. No. What would be a way? What if we could just
I mean, you can just borrow it for a while and be like, hey, we heard your closet's magical. Mind if we stand in it for a while?
borrow or armoire? Are armoires that big? I thought it was just a okay. Sure.
An armoire is pretty big.
Yeah, it's like
where
an
you keep your
old
coats.
wardrobe.
Yeah, it's where you hang
okay.
up your clothing inside.
Trying to find an image. I had a yeah, okay, I had the wrong.
Yeah, it's a standing closet.
Yeah.
Or it's a closet.
I mean, technically, it could be the kind where you just have a whole bunch of shelves inside, which is a modern sort of armoire, which I think is kind of shitty compared to the other type.
Yeah.
But either way,
It's basically just yeah.
you go to the lady. She answers the door. Hello. Not the one with the prostate. That's. I don't know why both ladies would have the delicious prostate snacks.
Oh, right. I was like, wait, prostate?
Yeah, that's. I don't know.
Yeah. Would you like a snack of prostate? I got a box for every guest. It's New Jersey's favorite snack. New Jersey prostate. My little Bonnie Dodo likes them shits box die with a go-go juice and a stick of butter. This Valentine, surprise your loved one with prostate. How do you guys talk this lady into seeing the armoire?
Okay.
Ding dong, she opens the door. I do not have a box of prostates. Let not get distracted by that. Shoves big box of prostate behind corner where you guys can't see it.
Man, we need to see about your armoire. I
Who
think
the fuck
you have.
are you guys?
Excuse me. I'm Agent Gorm, and this is Agent Agent Guybrush, and we are investigating some a very very old case, and I think you have an antique furniture in here in your house.
I have lots of antiques.
Oh, very interesting. In just one. It's the armor. You do know what I'm talking about.
What the fuck's an armoire?
It is basically just the closet, like for your clothes.
I have lots of closets. I have a walk-in closet, I got cupboards and whatnot. You'll need to be more specific.
I wouldn't happen to have a picture of one, so
I don't.
it's supposed to have like you open it up, you can get clothes in, and then there are probably just little other cupboards.
Oh, that
with it.
doesn't
Oh, no, not
narrow it
cupboards.
down at all.
I'm sorry, but we come in and show what we mean. We do have a specific one in mind, not all
Okay,
of them.
well, what's so special about this specific one?
Well, you must have bought it from an auction or something, and
That doesn't
we
narrow
need to.
it down. I buy stuff from auctions all the time.
And this one happens to be from a house with some suspicious accidents, and we are looking for maybe one of those wasn't an accident, so we could get.
Okay, well, what makes it so special then?
Identities. It might have marks, like maybe cuts, knife cuts, or something like that.
I don't have anything like that.
Maybe you didn't. I'm sorry. I don't mean to disregard you, but we really would need to check it ourselves with the specialized equipment. He takes out like a UV flashlight and just click.
In her eyes.
No, just in general. Click.
Flashbang, go.
Is it a UV light?
Yeah, UV light.
Is it okay? Is it dark outside right now? Okay, this is an important check.
Oh no.
Cloudy.
How gross do I want to be?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Okay,
Well,
let's
we don't
just
have to
say that
enforce
she
the
has
serious
just
campaign at the
fucking
moment.
stains all over her clothing.
Well, she doesn't see them. I try to keep a face straight.
I'd like to think that only when you do click just on off, but
Yeah.
in that second you guys just get flashbanged like just covered.
It's like- and it's gore. So yeah, it'll probably like click. Did I see right? And like a second
Click.
later, click.
Oh, I shouldn't have double checked.
Yep, it's a double check. So is that enough to convince her?
Do you show your badge? Did you like we're FBI?
Oh, yeah,
something or another. Okay. I mean, okay, yeah, but she says, yeah, look, it's a big house, and we have lots of old furniture here. You look inside, she's a little bit of a hoarder. There's lots of shit all over the place.
Mm.
Can you not tell me anything more specific about this thing you're looking for?
It originated in 1206 Spooner Avenue, Meadowbrook. It's
That
an old
doesn't tell me
address where
anything. What is that supposed to mean?
it is a rather old armoire or a stand-in closet made of heavy wood.
They're all like antiques. They're all sort of like that. What makes this one so special?
Well, within the past 60 years, 18 people have died in that house, several of which are suspected murders, and we're trying to solve quite a few of those cases still. And we have tracked several missing furniture, and you, by our sources, happen to be in possession of one, and we would like to take a look at it, just in case.
Oh, is it about the screaming one?
I was just
Yes.
about to go there. Like, okay, well, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's the one.
it's in the yard.
Oh,
When you say screaming, what has your experience with this particular armoire been so far?
Well, recently not much. It's been in a pretty poor state, and I haven't been playing around with it. But the kids played in it a few times, and they all came out screaming, saying that they were hearing weird stuff in there.
Right.
I'm going to check that stuff out myself, but it's the haunted one. I just put it in the yard, and I try not to think about it. And the chickens have been sort of pecking all over it and using it at home. I didn't really like that one that much. It's sort of been sitting out there. She will point you to the yard where, first off, she has a bunch of chickens and also some old furniture that is much less well taken care of than it should be, including a large armoire, which meets the description. However, the wood at this point is heavily weathered, and it is just covered in chicken feces, as they apparently have just been sitting all over it. The doors are slightly misaligned, and one of them just hangs open at all times. You're allowed to do with it what you want. She sits in her chair and watches TV while you do whatever the fuck it is you want to do.
Okay, well,
Do you want to take a peek inside, Dr. Worm, or should I?
Well, just okay. One thing, I can take a peek. You must promise to, if I start having an episode of going outside toward the nearest coal deposit, just hand me, like manhandle me if you need to. Understand?
Why would you be going towards a coal?
I don't understand the last time. I'm not gonna start questioning the next time. Okay?
Right.
So just make sure I...
Very
don't
well. If
do
you
that
start
again.
mumbling about coal and walking towards her ashtrays, I will stop you.
Thank you. So, with that reassurance, Gorm...
Do you have a
starts-
notepad and a pen or a recording device? We can't be certain that that sound is recordable.
Well, that's exactly
Electronic.
what Gorm should have at all times. He studies these
it's no problem. Yeah,
artifacts as a job or occupation. So he has a recorder, tape recorder, and he just starts talking into it like, okay, this kind of armor made probably from teak, I don't know, and this size very underkept, weathered.
I do hand you a notepad and a pencil, just in case whatever is happening inside is not recordable by electronics, so you can actually make notes. It's like,
Sure.
take this as well. We have no idea if this is a hallucination that happens in your brain or if it is a real voice, and even then whether or not it can be actually recorded by electronics.
Well, he sort of absent-mindedly takes whatever you're offering and he puts them into his pocket. You're not even sure if he registered anything you said at all, because he's, in nerd mode at the moment.
Right. Okay, now you know from the diary that it involved a child hiding inside it. And that also meets the description that the lady just gave you about screaming.
So I need to step into the dank, dark, chicken poopy place, and so I
mean,
shall.
right, you don't have to describe it that nasty. It's an old wooden box that you'd be getting into. It's not that weird, The door needs a little bit of handling, and you simply step inside of it, and then, nothing particular is handling, and then you very slowly... The door is very old. It's very creaky. In fact, when you close it just sounds like it's going... Just a very creaky hinge.
I make note of what the hinge is, the metal I suspect the hinge is made of, probably bronze or...
It's old squeaky iron hinges.
Yeah.
That's probably the screaming. It's just, very squeaky hinges. And then you click the door closed.
That is exactly the remark he makes before he closes the door. Probably that's the scream.
Probably just that. And then you are surrounded by several noises at once, as you will hear screamed, terrified screaming of some woman in English, overlapped with chanting in some language which you will at this point recognize as Italian, and several voices, as well as one very ominous booming one. All of this shit is sort of happening at once, so it needs a little bit of parsing on your end, as all of this is quite overwhelming, as sort of bombards you with sounds. And your Italian isn't fantastic. But little things like a repeating chant. Someone named Ci invoca il mio nome. Scrivete il vostro nome del libro nero. As well as some blood-curdling screams. It all seems like it takes like 5 minutes, but when the door quickly gets swung open again, when the noises start for you, in Guybrush's perception, that's like 1 second. Like, he went in, he went out. So as far as Guybrush just perceived, like, he wasn't even in there for any time whatsoever. It's just in, nothing. Like, he just tested the hinge, but he has a look on his face that says, like, what the fuck? In fact,
don't tell me
Dr.
you're
Gordon, give
afraid
me a
of the
sanity
dark.
check for that, by the way.
Here we go. Oy, success.
Success! You take no sanity loss.
Okay.
Do not
Keep
tell
me-
me you're afraid of the dark and you forget to mention it.
What? No. You must listen to this. He rolls back the tape from his tape recorder for, like, you know, what he suspects to be about around 5 minutes, and starts playing it.
It's nothing. The tape recorder 5 minutes ago has the sounds of you guys just being outside and talking about the cupboard.
Yes.
And then
Exactly.
the time you go in is that you hear the hinges going, and then going open again as you open the door again.
You just closed the door. It's while you're testing the hinges. We need to know what happens inside once you sit in there.
I was there for a long time. I heard.
You were there
the
for
things I
about
heard.
1 second, 26 seconds. Well, less than 2 seconds.
Yeah, like a few seconds at most.
It can't be. I heard a lot of different. There was, like, I think, Libro Nero, Shadow Book, or Shadow Words, or something like that. I'm not sure. There were lots of people, well, at least, like, shapes.
Hand claps on his shoulder, goes, there is nothing wrong with being afraid of the dark. That is completely human, but we cannot allow that to impede with our investigation. If you cannot sit in the closet for more than a second before the darkness starts frightening you, then I would appreciate if you told that beforehand.
Okay. You know that things aren't always what they seem, so yeah, this is not what it seems. I understand why the children ran away. I thought it was just the creaky hinge, but it must be some kind of echo, spiritual echo, or something like that.
Right.
It crams into your psyche in a way that makes you experience a longer period of time than.
And just like we agreed,
you
you
are.
used the notepad and the pencil because, just like I suspected, it might not be recordable by electronic devices. So naturally, you used your hand and pen and paper and took everything down, yes?
Oh no, I dictated everything to my tape, of course.
Which obviously has nothing in it. So how
So
about you
we
go
need-
and sit back inside with the pen and paper and do it manually?
Yes, of course. And then he puts the tape recorder to the other pocket, and from a third pocket he takes out his pencil and pad and goes into the closet again. Okay.
Okay.
Just once again, I don't know if
If
this
you go
is
for her
this will work.
ashtrays, I will stop you, yes.
And I already go ahead and write whatever I can remember, like random
Okay.
snippets. Down.
Give me a power check. And then just your stat, your power stat.
Yes.
And you just try to sort of make mental.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
So you try to do the thing again, and try to force yourself to sort of sit there and observe as much as possible in some detail. Now, first off, give me another sanity check. There's some complicating information here.
Still success.
Okay, still a success. Good. As you try to, force expose yourself to more information, first off, you have studied that ritual that you're supposed to do with, the guy. The guy you're supposed to kill with the knife and the bowl and the whatnot.
The pretzel.
And the thing you're supposed to say and chant during that. You will recognize what is being said as being words from that chant. And it sounds like it is happening just right outside the closet. However, you are constantly being bombarded with, like I said, screaming, Italian chanting, another Italian voice that sort of overlapped with all of it. And your perception of time and trying to focus it is excessively shitty all over the place. You cannot focus enough to have a clear idea of exactly how much time is passing, and certainly not to write stuff down. So by the time you retch yourself up like, okay, I can't take any more of that, or maybe Guybrush after what amount of time would Guybrush be like, hey, you're taking maybe a sort of long time in there? Would Guybrush need to get him out, or would Dr. Gorm stay in there willingly as long as possible?
I don't think Guybrush would take him out.
I mean...
Oh, well, okay, let's see. If he...
half an hour passes.
I would probably give it an hour.
An hour.
Well, because I don't know what's happening in there. As far as I know, he's really just
because
afraid
your
of the
perception
dark.
of time is going to be fucked up in there.
Yeah, so, okay. Gorm goes in. He starts to write down what he sees, what he experiences. He scribbles something to the notepad, and then he's like, okay, I think I got it, basically, and just walks out after 5 minutes, maybe 10.
Okay.
And,
thing is, you filled your power save, so no, you don't. Instead, after that hour, Guybrush opens the door, what's happening in here? And Dr. Gorm is just, pen on paper, attempting very slowly to write as it takes just all of his focus. And he's holding on to sanity, but not by a lot. Mainly your perception of time got so fucked up by this, you're just trying to focus on it, but as you're trying to write, you're constantly distracted, and that hour passes before you know it. Where previously it was a second that seemed like 5 minutes, now it's an hour that seemed like 5 minutes. So when Guybrush opens the door, it sort of startles you, and the real world gets superimposed back on you, and you go, fuck, right, okay, what was I writing down? And you see that you've only written down, the words of the chant, and then, a few words that you heard in Italian, and that's it. It's not an hour-long log. It's a handful of notes, at best.
And they're written, instead of, you can see his old, notes. They're he has a pretty good, even if he writes relatively sporadically or rarely, he has a pretty good hand writing style, and it's pretty light on the paper. Now it's almost like a 6-year-old, super hard pressed against the paper, and
there's a
basically
lot of
scribblings.
attempts, and it's all over the place, because for the past hour, apparently, you have been very slowly pushing this pen along, and then zoning out, and then attempting to continue.
Yeah, something like that. Some of the words just trail off the paper.
It's certainly not in a nice line. You also feel exhausted from that.
What? What? Why are you opening it already?
You've been sitting there for an hour. Are you alright?
Uh,
How do you
I got
feel?
notes. I just it wasn't enough time. That's enough time. What was the last one? It was Immortale. Perhaps. It's fading already. Oh.
Right.
Right. You take a look at some of the things he wrote down, which will be a chant, which I'll go into the details because it's just repeating mantra of Italian, and you will recognize it as matching the ritual that you studied.
Yep.
And also the lines Ci invoca il mio nome, scrivete il vostro nome del libre nero. And I don't think you speak Italian, but afterwards
Nope.
you will be able to decode that with Dr. Gorm, that it translates to who calls my name, then apparently some other stuff that was discussed where it's badly audible, and you shall write your name in the black book, and then in English, like, no, I did not sign up for this. Like, I reject. I am canceling the deal. And then some more Italian of her being cursed out as a disappointment. And no further details.
Hmm.
Now, since you were in there for what felt like such a long amount of time for you, you sort of have to check whether or not something applies, but go ahead and discuss what you would do in the meantime. This is sort of a retroactive check that I need to see if it applies or not.
I have. Well, it would seem, Dr. Gorm, that you will have to spearhead the future investigations because none of the rest of us can speak Italian. There is a chance that the main suspect speaks Italian, although the witness did speak in English, so there is a chance that the main suspect understands English, but none of us can understand what he's saying.
And excuse me, but I really don't quite speak Italian. I just I know some words from other research, but in no way am I fluent. We would need an interpreter of some sort. It's just a shame we don't have a universal translator at this time.
That would be incredibly fucking convenient. But yes, going by all the conversations, you get the impression that the big booming voice in question literally only speaks Italian. Which, putting two and two together, you realize that was probably, the entity that they were dealing with, going simply by the impression of the supernatural voice.
Yep.
Which, FYI, if you want to, understand what's going on, you should really make sure to be brushing up on your Italian, which I think only Dr. Gorm can even speak a little bit. So you probably want to spend some time, really doubling down on studying that before the event.
Yes.
Yep. Also, the visions you had over that prolonged period, you're pretty certain that you got a bunch of other information as well. Let's see. Because it was not just one ritual you saw. It was sort of certain things on loop. And it takes you a day or so to parse that. And the way it presents it is in a weird fucking mechanical way. But an elaborate ritual that was being performed constantly, where over the course of what seemed like years, where you saw snapshots of it, where consistently, along with all the other stuff, animals were constantly being sacrificed. And for some fucking reason, it specifies it as 200 HP worth of animals.
Okay.
Every year over a period of many years on the night of the new moon.
So it's a consecration ritual.
Yes, which was the ritual in question, with the bronze bowl and knife that you have. And then at least 2 supplicants were always present, ready to offer their lives in whatever way was demanded from Lumonero, if he appeared. And sometimes he just didn't. You don't know if they didn't do the ritual correctly, or if they...
He just didn't feel like it.
Sometimes he just doesn't fucking feel like it.
In short,
it means
this
you have
ritual
an
might just be a
alternative.
buff.
Yeah, it means that the big ritual you have, I mean, yeah, that's a human sacrifice, and it's a big ritual that seems to, call him sort of forcefully. Alternatively, it means you could sacrifice animals and then do a sort of lighter ritual, and then maybe that summons him. Also, you don't know if that ritual is good enough to dismiss him, but it means you could summon him if you wanted to. You could use this information to, if you were to recreate it, maybe attempt to summon him that way, but that would be a multi-year process if it takes multiple attempts. I don't know how fast you could sacrifice 200 HP worth of animals. I'm not sure how much 200 HP worth of animals is. I want to check this for a second. If there's any sort of bestiary that's like, oh yeah, a cat has 6 HP. A cow has 100.
Just a couple of cows.
I don't know. I'm trying to get an example of how much a cow or a horse has.
Gorm has 9.
Okay, let's see.
Why was HP?
I don't think the agent handbook has this sort of information.
Okay.
That would be useful. It would be very useful if it had that.
Yeah,
Also,
if we could.
Specific. Sort of doubt that. Oh well. Let's not worry about that right now. If a cat, let's see, they sacrificed like one cat. I'm going to say a cat has like 6 because it's a small animal. If a human has 10, then a cow probably has like 50. So yeah, 50, maybe even 100 because a cow's fucking big. I'm gonna say if you sacrifice like a cow and a horse, something of that magnitude, then that would definitely also fulfill it. And the important part is you have the human sacrifice ritual, which is the big powerful ritual, which is powerful enough to absolutely definitely summon him. Must still also be on the night of the new moon. Isn't the consecration ritual. It is very much the I demand to see the manager ritual.
Right, it's the Karen ritual.
Yes. Then there's also the consecration ritual, which is the one that was observed here, which is smaller, simpler, less chance of going crazy. Supposedly.
That might take years to do.
But might take way long. Yeah. Also, if this was indeed a yearly ritual and it needs to be done on the new moon, which you know that the other thing also needs to do, whether or not that means you have a chance, once per month with the other ritual. This is a yearly ritual, the other one. So, yeah, very much a longer term, but less sanity loss risk. And the higher chances just doesn't fucking work. Because what if he shows up and he's like, hey, we demand to break the contract. Did you have the sacrifice? No. Well, then go do that. So, see you when you do. You need to call this other number. But you're here now. You gotta call the other number.
What if we kill this guy for you? Sacrifice
right here, right now. Okay. Sure, maybe you can try if I feel like it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how I feel like it once he's dead.
Let's yeah, do it first.
No, I don't think so. Still call the other number. Fun watching though.
Thanks for the sacrifice. I'll try and keep that in mind.
Writing to the black book sounds. Writing your name into the black book sounds dangerous.
Yeah, considering how the lady in question reacted, that was something that should probably be avoided. So if you do summon him and he's like, I like you guys, I'm willing to, break this consecration, just sign here.
Mm-hmm.
If that happens, you should probably not. Or maybe it'll turn you into a witch, who knows?
Yeah. I mean, likely. Based on her handbook, or the diary, it kind of sounded like, yeah, that was entering into a covenant with the entity and sort of finalize her journey, where she chickened out at the last moment.
Sign here, and you can journey in your soul vessel with me across the stars through hell. Wait, what? Yeah, that's what that's like. That's what you signed up for, isn't it? Not through hell. Oh.
That, or it was like, yeah, kill me. Like, keep bringing more souls into my Ponzi scheme, and you will live forever, so long as you keep bringing in new converts every now and again, and then kill stuff for me. Like, bring souls and then bring new students, and you get to live for hundreds of years, just like Granny over here. Because she did say that the Adele was like old. She was well over 100.
Mm-hmm. And not like frail old lady over 100 either.
Oh yeah, no, she was old, but she was still in her strength, if not in her prime. But
which definitely paints the picture of, hey, do this deal, immortality, pretty cool, right? Yeah, that is pretty cool. What do I need to do for that? That's very simple. Just make a small
Kill
sacrifice. Stuff. Oh, that seems doable. Every day. Okay, for the rest of your life. Okay. And they need to be escalating in size, and, people are best. Also, children. I'd like it if you sacrificed some children. Am I evil doing this? Oh,
no. With the baddies. No. You're just chaotic neutral.
Hey, I noticed that this knife you gave me, it has a whole bunch of skulls on it. Yeah, so skulls are cool.
Yeah.
And this bowl?
Just very gothic. Very gothic, that's all. It's goth.
Are you sure you're not like Satan or something? No, definitely. I'm definitely not Satan.
That guy, I predate him.
I'm way better than that guy.
So how often do I have to sacrifice human beings? About once a year.
Every new moon.
And children are better. Yeah. Well, I'm a woman. I can make it.
I can just make it. I can just make. Oh, that's perfectly fine. Sacrificing your own children, damn, that's pretty hardcore. I don't care. I just got to get the souls either way.
Bless me with twins every time I get pregnant, and you can have the other one.
Oh goodness! But then you end up with like 100 children. Maybe that's not best.
Well, no. The next one you have the spare that you kill and get pregnant again.
Yeah, and then a few twins later, it's like, so what do you do with all these babies I've sacrificed? Oh, I've got a little project.
Yeah.
White walkers escalating.
Meanwhile, the people at Delta Green are just screaming, "Oh my God, he's building an army!"
Why do they keep on popping up?
Why do these retards keep feeding him? We had this all sorted during the Crusades.
Yeah.
And then one woman finds it necessary to, oh, I'm gonna do a blood ritual. I'm gonna do a funny.
Blood ritual with my own children.
No, it's okay, Mr. Delta Green. This is hardly the biggest problem we have ever faced. I mean, thank God the Millennium Puzzle is just sealed away in a vault somewhere. Actually, we had a break-in a while ago. We don't know where it is now. What? Oh God, the Pharaoh's on the loose again? Come on, what are the odds
walks,
someone attunes to it? And,
yeah.
you know,
Walks Guybrush and goes, like when you blink.
I mean, you show it to your handler. The handler doesn't know what the fuck it is.
True.
And then the camera zooms back to you two guys just standing outside the closet like, so anyway, we gotta deal with this situation somehow.
Yes, so we could summon Uomo Nero, but problem. Don't want to sign that book, do we?
Probably not.
So how do we influence?
Well, I imagine it depends on what is being asked. It's too bad you couldn't hear everything. That was probably a crucial detail.
Or
but it probably depends on what is being, like what the request is.
Yes, and negotiations when you don't understand the language is difficult. Not impossible, mind you, but difficult, arduous even.
So there are a couple of ways we can go about this. We can ask our handler to send us someone who's fluent in Italian to
become one ourselves.
Act as the negotiator, or since you seem to have a handle of some level of it, you start hitting Duolingo.
I might be past Duolingo. First of all, let me think. Duolingo we're playing like 10 years ago.
Duolingo was open in 2012.
Okay, so it's the bad version of it. I heard it's much better nowadays, but yeah, back then it's just random prompts and
that's impressive if it managed to improve. Most things, if you release a shit version at first, people just stop using it.
Yeah, well,
good on them.
Yeah, good on them. They actually managed to improve. But yeah, so I might be past that, but maybe intermediate courses. How fast do you need it? Because it's learning a language.
Well, preferably before the next new moon.
Right, the next new moon would be in 1 week.
Week? That's an ask and a half.
Just start learning Italian every day. Just, turn on, not telenovela, but whatever the Italian version of telenovela is. And, read So You Want to Learn Italian for Dummies and put on your best Italian face paint and...
Just watch Un Posto al Sole. Apparently that's the longest running Italian. Apparently that's the longest running Italian soap opera. I had to Google Italian soap opera, and that's the first one that came up. So, yeah.
And why now I know.
A soap opera?
No, what do you? Well, one of the questions on Google that people have asked: what do you call the soap opera in Italian? Telenovela.
Okay, well that does make sense, I guess.
Yeah. So after a week, I know how to say things like "I'm sorry," and basically every single close family member and even not so close family member.
Why would that be what you get from it? Also, you're kind of breaking up. Why would that be what you get from a telenovela? Is it like, oh my god, he is my insert family name here. He is my brother, sister, father, uncle. Oh, you have been cheating on me with my great uncle. No, he was secretly dead the entire time. Also, he had plastic surgery, so now he is played by a different actor.
Why?
I lost that plot point. I'm so.
Well,
I
that was a perfect enactment of Dr. Gorm watching, trying to learn Italian from the telenovela.
Yeah, I should have heard it, but yeah, my internet kind of
No,
shut
that's
itself.
my point. That yeah, mine too. That's my
Oh.
point. It was
okay.
utterly unintelligible, and you only learn a snippet at the end.
The only thing that stuck with me was the last episode.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why it was so perfect. It's like everything else is just garbled, unintelligible nonsense because poor connection. Just the end, you just learn a fraction of it. It's like, oh, okay, I'm good to go. Thank you, Discord, for this accurate enactment.
Meanwhile, let's see. Right, so the others are doing their own thing in the meantime. I have to think, okay, would the house start fucking with them while they're off screen, or do you have an idea that Mateo and Agent Stone are doing something specific? Because unfortunately, this is very much something you can't just shoot your way out of, and something you need to break into the house. So I'm trying to think, what would they be busy with in the meantime? Besides, their utter shock when you guys return, and it's like, what the fuck happened to you guys? I mean, okay, to be fair, Dr. Gur, probably not that weird right now. King of Games, a little bit different.
Oh, he has. I imagine he has it under his clothes most of the time. Depends on how bulky it is.
It always looked pretty bulky. I don't think it's the kind of thing you just hide. I mean, okay, you've got a suit jacket. You can close that.
Right. Yeah. But is it a three-dimensional literal pyramid or just a flat triangle?
Surely it's a three-dimensional pyramid.
I'm just trying to how anime accurate are we going with this? I'm still kind of keeping do we do this semi-serious where it's a golden necklace, or are we just going full on?
It is a golden neck. I mean, surely that's just how big it would be. I think that's the core of sort of the problem, right? Maybe I need to just give this picture to AI and say hey, take this picture but make it less stupid. That's going to be a tall ask for it.
Sure,
actually, it's your character. You should do that.
Sure. What I'm getting at is it like the as it's depicted in anime, which is just a bulky upside down pyramid with the Eye of Horus or whatever that's called, or is it like a flat medallion with some Egyptian themes?
I think it's anime accurate.
Okay. Oh boy. Right.
Maybe not quite as big, but still, You could probably just be wearing it instead of a tie.
Right. No. Yeah. Sure. Let me see.
Okay, let's be real. In real life, if someone, instead of a suit and tie, was wearing a suit and then a gold necklace with the Millennium Puzzle on it, I would respect that person. That's probably some level of bling.
Yeah. Let's see what I'll be posting this to you as a DM once I get the results.
Yes, because we don't
so
want
as to not spoil things.
Actually, I should just I should remove this stuff here. And this.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, that's pretty Indian.
Good.
I mean, it's still this King of Games.
I know, but that doesn't mean anything in and of itself.
Channeling the black man. Let's see what this spits up. Finishing up.
Okay. And then, you know,
Adding
once you start channeling it properly, when the others are here during whatever event that triggers on, then we'll pull that one out.
Right, yeah. Okay, well,
Yeah. Oh, okay. I won't rush you. Just whenever it's ready.
yeah, I mean, I can't rush ChatGPT.
I know. And then you need when it looks good, and then got it.
Well, here's the preliminary one, where it's just a.
And you're back. Okay, yeah, that'll. Yes, something like that. It's not quite the gold necklace I had in mind, but it's close.
It's more of an amulet as opposed to a puzzle, 3D puzzle. Let's see if it can.
Hello,
I'm
Guybrush. I'll be your psychologist for today as we psychotherapize you. No, I don't watch anime. Why do you ask?
Yeah, I do not have time for such things.
Okay, good. But like I said, particularly Miro, since you've been AFK, if you're back.
I am.
What are Stone and Mateo doing while you guys are off having your own little side adventure with this?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Would Stone go behind our back and just start smashing the mirrors? Because that is something that Matthias was pretty adamant about as well. We should do that.
Unlikely. I mean, you guys are taking, several days to learn Italian and investigate and stuff. If he was unsupervised for several days, would he just go off and smash those mirrors? That's not unlikely. The important question is, if Mateo is with him, would he do it with him? Would he sneak off? Would Mateo stop him?
Yeah, because that was his suggestion of cutting or dampening the power of the ghost. Because the mirrors seemed to be important when Guybrush shot down the idea of burning the house, and that was like, well, let's smash the mirrors then.
Well, considering Matteo was there with Stone to smash the piano mirror / the piano itself,
and Matteo was the one who saw the hand coming out of the mirror. So he's the only one who's seen the woman actually reach out from a mirror. So I guess if Stone would be like, let's smash them so the ghost can't get out.
Right.
Kind of a deal. I would imagine Mateo was like, oh, I've seen her do that, so maybe. Either that or he'd be like, no, too terrified. I don't want to go in the house, but I don't think that's necessarily Mateo.
No, we don't do that.
No. Mateo clean bedroom.
Like, you smash mirrors, I clean up shrapnel, the shards. Yeah, that's the word. Yep.
Mateo, no one 7 year of misfortune. No.
7 years per mirror, but there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Abuelita would be very mad.
Okay, so the question is, if they were off to do these are the sort of decisions it's very difficult to take when they're not here. Because I don't want to, because it definitely would have consequences, right? If they were to do something like that.
Yeah.
Like the house would take action. That's a little bit the problem, and they're just not here. Which probably also means we should probably not go that late tonight. Should probably just say like 8 o'clock, which means, okay, let's focus on just saying this is going to be the plan next time. Let's try to focus, as it's all fun and games until, you know. Plan to end house. Let's make sure we're on the same page. You're gonna need. Are you going to human sacrifice route? Like, in 1 week, it's new moon. Are you taking that one? Yes, no. Sooner is better.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're okay. Because otherwise, you have to deal with another period.
Yeah, because it might be a year, it might not happen.
Exactly.
And this is a job, and every time we risk the wrath of the house further. So
yeah, kidnap.
because as far as we know, we need to do it in the house anyway.
Pretzel and the hog tie him, most likely, right? Just have him ready to go as a sacrifice.
Yeah. Like even last time,
Need
Guybrush
to
was like,
sneak him into house.
yeah, Matteo and Guybrush are gonna drug him up. Basically, cook some
Hog tie him.
medicine cocktail to
Drug.
get him loopy.
Yeah. And then you need to carry an unconscious body into the house without drawing attention to yourself. But okay, maybe some sort of check.
Or heavily sedated where he can somehow move, but he's way out of it.
Ritual equals, you know, stand in circle plus chant plus knife guy. Ritual, very straightforward. You know the words, you know what needs to be done, which is basically just kill the guy, collect the blood. And then also, plus smear blood on house.
No idea what we are supposed to do with the entity itself, except
Entity
bleed.
appears, then what? And second question that needs to be answered is, house might do stuff like, I don't know, mind control or illusions. Then what? These are two
That is a good
important
question.
questions you kind of got to have at least a default answer for. Obviously, in the moment, you take actions based on something like that. It's like, oh, the entity has a gun. That means we run away. Or or the entity is a zombie. Shoot the zombie. You know.
Yeah.
You can deal with that. But as for a default, it's important to have a default like, yes, we would definitely do this. If the house, I don't know, tries to mind control someone, you probably hog tie them. You know. The basic plan is continue no matter what. Continue ritual no matter what.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, we pretty much have we don't want to sacrifice multiple people.
Because if you stop the ritual, no matter what, because if you stop, then the house is just fucking laughing.
Yeah.
The house wins. Yeah. And what? Continue ritual no matter what, because if you stop, the house wins. Entity appears. Hello, I am Black Man, he says. In Italian.
Which no one can understand.
Well, I mean, Gorm's been training. Okay, then what? Gorm, I'm going to say that with a month of practice, and you are a skilled professional, Gorm speaks enough Italian.
So we're not doing it this full moon. We are waiting for the next one.
Well, the next one is in 1 week. It's new moon.
Yeah, but you said month of practice, so.
I said week of
2
practice,
weeks.
but okay.
Oh, I heard month. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I
fair.
think you said month, but anyway, yeah, it's the next one.
Communite? Communicate. You can really tell that I don't have spell check on this particular typing environment. We are ruined as a species by spell check.
Yes.
Even worse is that new thing that some browsers are doing where it's just correcting you without saying anything. Just, hey,
Yeah, so you don't
you
even
mixed up
notice
these
your
two
mistake.
letters. I'm just gonna switch these around.
Especially when you have like, I don't know, applications or stuff like that that are purposefully misspelled, and they just keep on fixing something that's not written Wrong.
in his book.
Oh, I hate it.
Shouldn't.
Ooh, it's going to be difficult. Identifying whether or not someone's going loopy. Although I suppose if 3 out of 4 people see someone acting weird, at that point it's probably them and not us.
Yes. And you are aware, like with the cat, that it is possible for you all to see the same thing happen.
Yeah, and it's still not true. So how do we recognize if the house is trying to pit us against one person, or whether or not someone has actually gone off the rocker?
Yes. Now, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, you haven't had the house just blatantly take control of someone. Maybe it failed at doing that.
Yeah. Or maybe it can't do that directly, and instead it uses external hallucinations to drive someone to do something.
Yes.
That is also a possibility. So it can't directly mind control, but it can sort of, once it learns enough about you, it can use information of you to make you do stuff, or persuade you to do things, rather.
Yes. Because remember, several people have, been living here fairly normally, and then all of a sudden they became obsessed with restoring the house and doing all sorts of things, and suddenly blowing their own head off, or even the sensation that Guybrush already sort of had, where he just weirdly started considering buying it.
Yeah.
There's levels to this. There's, this seems interesting. I could buy this, I could restore it, I could do all sorts of things with it. I should build an attic, I should build a little shrine here, I should crawl inside the walls, I should live inside the walls and then blow my own head off or kill whoever visits the house. There's degrees.
Yeah, which one's the consecration pulling people in, and which one is, assuming it does that to ensure that there are people venerating.
Yeah.
At least, because isn't that what consecration is that you make it sacred for something?
To use the terms that the game also uses for it, there's consumption, where you are just thinking about the place and being drawn to it, and any encounter you have with it can sort of drain you, as you've had multiple of those manifestations.
Yeah.
Where just you interacting with the house, even to a lesser degree, will just drain you over time. There's an obsession that can come from it, where the house just sort of, grabs you by the throat and pulls you in, and then makes you obsessed with it, which you have seen in the past, where, for example, neighbors all of a sudden would, defend the house from a fire, although it's also perfectly... The problem is, it's always also explainable in a rational way. Like, oh no, the house is on fire. Obviously, the neighbor's gonna rush out to put it out because his house is next to it.
Yep.
Or was it so far away that really it wouldn't have been a problem and the house was taking control of him? Why did they rebuild the house exactly like it was in the past? Was that because the house is asking them to do that, or perhaps because that's just what you do when you have an antique house and you have descriptions of what it was like?
Yeah. So it could be something small and subtle that latches onto something that's already there and emphasizes it, or...
Yeah. When the guy blows his own head off with a shotgun after killing his wife, is that a depressed man, or is that the house taking control of him and all of a sudden saying, woohoo?
Well, there he is. Matthias, what would Agent Stone do? Gorm and Brush have been spending a couple of days poking around more information, and we were trying to figure out what would Guybrush and Matteo do in the meantime, and something I threw into the air is, well, Stone probably went and smashed all the mirrors in the house like he said he might.
Well, you guys were so against it that of course I wouldn't. We are a team, and I respect you guys, even though you're a bunch of pussies who don't have guts to do anything.
No.
What the real men do. So No, I think we are just gonna like play Switch one, like some Mario Kart or something like that. Have a couple of beers, maybe watch like a game. Waiting for you pussies to like finish up your research.
Oh, so you guys are just incredibly relaxed.
You call us pussies, and you were against killing a man.
Yeah.
Rich talk.
Well, killing is easy. Destroying is easy. Creation is difficult. But
so
like,
nice.
no. I guess that like this would be a moment when it would be beneficial if there would be like some smashy mirror. But no, you have taught us too well. So there might be a few like messages like which look like we would need some action, but like we are like just occupying our planet.
Unless we now find out that Stone is actually fluent in Italian.
No. Sadly, like only English and Swedish.
Right.
Yeah, we need someone to speak Italian, otherwise this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, Dr. Gorm is learning it right now.
Yeah, he's busy Duolingo. While the TV has been conquered to watch Italian telenovelas.
Why don't you just like hire some B-class actor, like lie that this is like a documentary? That's why we have the cameras.
Do we really want an external guy to go crazy and we have to kill them too?
Probably not.
So why do you need to learn Italian?
Well,
Because the entity we are
we found
summoning.
a magic wardrobe that doesn't lead to Narnia, but leads to the moment of when Isabel Wheeler rejected the deal with the Shadow Man thingy. And Gorm sat there for an hour listening, eavesdropping on the conversation, and the conclusion was, oh shit, the Shadow Man only speaks Italian.
Oh.
Which none of us do. So if we want to do the sacrifice ritual and ask him to undo the contract, we need someone who can do that in Italian.
Dear handler, would you happen to have like a friend?
You wouldn't happen to have
who
an
speaks
Italian agent you
Italian?
can send for us? We really need one.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose that is an
too
avenue.
much.
We could try. Could you send us an Italian agent?
Yeah, from your Italian chapter.
This ritual requires it.
Does it need to be fluent? Like just learn enough to like pronounce it understandable and just read from the paper?
Well, I imagine we need to
Maybe
be
we
able
just
to understand what he says.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I don't think he runs off a
Just an
script.
interpreter.
So.
Well, it probably
Yeah.
helps if you think of some scenarios beforehand. That's why I went through the plan real quick. I was like, okay, entity appears. You know it doesn't speak English. Or, at the very least, it's not going to speak English. Whether or not it understands it, you don't know. But then a question like, what exactly do you ask it? Because if you start communicating back and if you prepare a specific line, that's simple enough. If you start, getting questions and then arguing with it, that's very different. So,
Yeah.
do you have a specific line prepared? Generally, if you start asking general shit, then you're going to be dependent on, checks to talk in the moment.
But isn't this like actually what we need? We need to have an agent or a friendly who speaks Italian, like some Catholic priest or something like that, who is like a part of the Delta Green.
Do we want to
Wouldn't
be involved?
that be the most logical thing? We don't need to tell the handler a shit what we're going to do. Like just that we need a resource who speaks Italian.
Right.
Well,
okay.
he knows we're going to kill a person. He knows that we're going to do a human sacrifice ritual.
Yeah, so an asset which speaks Italian, which is available on short notice, is okay with you killing a person in front of him, and then, when this entity shows up, is reliable enough to not go crazy in the clusterfuck that'll happen.
Do we have like a pedophile, like a Catholic priest in a prison on the death row or something like that?
Do we want him making a deal for 100 children?
Yeah, I don't think you would trust that person. I think that would be,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, devil, I'm willing to sign your thing. Just give me, unlimited children to bone. Oh no, the evil Catholic priest made a
And I will
deal.
kill them for you afterwards. Also, make so the cops can never catch me, and you will have all the children's souls you need.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound good.
And you guys don't speak Italian in that scenario, so you would just be looking at him all of a sudden high five the Satan figure and like do a fist bump, and then all of your eyeballs start melting.
But what I would do is to like ask the handler for a resource. Like that would make sense. Might be worthy.
Sure.
And if not, then we just need to start to learn the language ourselves.
Like I said, Gorm can learn the language enough
10
to
years
do stuff.
later.
The Indo-European language check will use that when it's complicated. But it's important that if you want to have certain lines on standby that you have prepared, that you know what they sound like and you could pronounce them, then you gotta think about them beforehand. Okay, so put yourself in the shoes of this situation for a little bit. You've done the ritual. And something pops out of the ground. Hello, I am here, in Italian, which you understand because that's a line that you practiced.
Scusi, mamma mia.
Yeah, a big green pipe forms out of the shadows of the ground and he jumps out. Woohoo!
Basta. But yeah, maybe something about souls and at least numbers, souls, sacrifice.
Just give me a line
something
that he would, fucking type into Google Translate and...
I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I still think we need to somebody who actually speaks the language. If we need
the
to
problem is if
be
you're
waging, if we need to be like trying to trick a goddamn demon.
Okay, tell you what, I'll do a luck roll to see if it's 20 or lower, then there's a contact available, but that's independent of their quality. You don't know what their quality is. If you go to your handler and like, look, we need someone very short notice who speaks fluent Italian right now. We're gonna do some funny shit, and apparently he only speaks Italian. Is that what you're gonna ask your handler? Because it might complicate things.
Isn't that what they want us to do? Like actually get this done, not to fuck around.
They have someone available. Okay. They have someone. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so yeah, someone's prepared.
Sounds good.
Sense from the...
What?
He's a professional. Sounds good. We have professional Mario.
Is there like a noticeable like a whimper or like a very long pause or something like that from the handler's side?
No, the handler's like, okay, I understand the situation. I will prepare someone on short notice. I don't know if he's very reliable in a stressful situation, but he's worked with us before as a contact. He's not an agent, so please try your best to sort of prep him for the situation. We'll fly him right in. What's an Italian name that's not Mario or Luigi?
Mario Jr.
Michelangelo.
Marigi. Marigi.
Fabio? No, wrong culture.
Pablo.
Pablo.
Pablo's a name. Pablo is a
What's the
name.
name?
Pablo. Great. So, 3,000. Gorm speaks enough Italian for a little bit. A tiny bit.
So if our
Pablo
resource goes absolutely crazy, like
was
your plan
arranged to communicate. Right. From Italy. Quality roll. 9. So yes. 2 days later, so the new moon is in a few days, Pablo gets flown in. He speaks pretty poor English, but seems willing to cooperate and understands that this is a critical special operation and will do whatever you ask of him.
Excellencia.
Yeah, si, excellent, yes. So, what is job? He asks Agent Stone, who seems like the most reputable soldier-like professional here.
We are going to contact a creature who only speaks Italian,
Okay.
and we need to get make a deal with it.
Yes, I act as interpreter. For deal, yes.
Yes, and a lot of nodding.
Yes. I help in negotiation, right? So who is person we negotiating with?
Agents are
Humo.
like trying to find some help from the others.
Le Humo
Lumo
Nero.
Nero.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Here we go.
Would he know of that? How poorly would he react? 100 is super good. Anything less than 50, super low, super bad. Oh, forgot. Okay, so he pulls out a Catholic rosary and a cross and starts praying in Italian. Oh, mia madre. Santa Maria.
No. You must understand. We are against it. We are not trying to do anything with it.
Very important
Contra.
edition.
Yes.
Contra
It's
Humo
like,
Nero.
oh no, please, please, you should not make deals like this. Have I been asked you to make a deal with devil? And like, no, please.
Whatever you do-
Unfortunate.
Well, you already know this, but whatever you do, don't sign the book. We are trying to get a sign unsigned.
What? Who would be great? Who have you signed? Why would you do this?
A woman 60 years ago contacted. Her house is now cursed. She haunts the halls. 18 people have been killed by her.
Great. So
Since
he's making
then.
sanity checks, by the way. You gotta roll lower than your score, right?
Yeah.
I think he would just have 50 for everything. So that's a fail.
Yay. We're ruining this guy before he gets back to Italy.
Mr. Hunter, we need the second resource. The first one jump out the
We
window.
made the first one crazy. He was there for 1 day.
Oopsie.
I know it's we broke it, we bought it, but can we lend another?
Yeah.
What's a regular amount of sanity? I'm gonna say 6. Okay, great. He has a little bit to go for his breaking point. That was
Oh
quick.
no.
Introduce civilian to situation. Instantly explain to him he will be communicating with Satan or a negotiation for a woman's soul.
Well, it was prepare him beforehand, so how do you prepare anything we do? And he goes, What the fuck? Like, you'll be expecting this. It won't be pretty.
So with the second resource, we are not going to tell anything as he figures out the way.
Instead, we're gonna have him bolt out the door when he realizes what's happening.
Yeah. You have no idea what you've signed into. You go with this random group into a house. They start boarding up the windows and doors inside, and you're like, "What the hell is going on?" Am I the sacrifice here? No. That guy's the
guy is.
sacrifice. What the hell?
You're the merchant. You sell him to that guy.
Now sell this person to that devil entity. And then that guy's just very laid back. Sure. But this is what you're stuck with right now.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You're pretty sure you wouldn't be able to get another one on this short notice.
Yeah. Ah.
Good times.
So yes, Pablo is still willing to cooperate, but he's not doing so hot. He's afraid. He has his own ideas as to what you're dealing with. So maybe keep him on a tight leash, so he doesn't, do something he maybe shouldn't. Just sign here and I shall leave. Okay, just get out of here. Signs. Thank you. Come again.
Yeah. Probably something Gorm would realize and pull stone a bit to the side and make sure when we get to the house and the deal is happening, just be next to this guy and just restrain him if necessary.
Yes, boss.
Yeah. In the meanwhile, Guybrush will try to sell this as saving a sick woman's soul from the grasp of this entity. Seeing the rosary and the prayers, that he's a pious man. So he will lean on that religion to try and sort of sell it like this is your chance to save an innocent soul from the grasp of Lumonero by helping us undo the contract and thus disperse the evil influence from the house, so no more people can die and this soul can rest, and you will save 18 souls that he has claimed.
Okay, give me a...
Think of the heaven points.
What skill do you think is appropriate for soothing this poor man?
I mean...
Honestly, psychotherapy, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
71, still a success.
Yeah, it is me pulling on threads that I see about him and sort of going for what would be the what strings to pull to make him do what we want. Analyzing him, yeah, it works.
Right.
But yeah, leaning on his more Christian, pious Catholic thing, I dress it up as a borderline holy mission to save souls from the devil.
And he understands, and
deal.
he's still scared, but he will try to be
Oh,
brave.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
he is.
It's
now,
more that he
however,
doesn't sign the book to make him
Yes.
go away. It's more like if we fail at this, those souls are gone,
Right.
as opposed to gotta be brave.
But it also means that how you frame it very much results in him currently thinking, no, this is very much reclaiming souls from Satan,
Yeah.
which might color his perception of certain other things that you are going to do.
Like sacrificing a guy.
It's a bad guy though, right? Yeah.
It is. We have the agency has contacted the Pope and has His Holiness's permit to this soul has been deemed wicked.
This is basically
And,
just a modern stoning when you think about it.
What?
So many children touched.
Oh yeah, this guy was super pedophile. This is what happens to Catholic priests when they get relocated.
Not only that, he actually has the wrong belief. Like, he just doesn't
He's not
believe in
Irish.
the
I don't
one,
think he would.
one
He's not
true
Irish.
God.
This isn't
This is not an
Northern
Irishman
Ireland.
we're talking about.
This is a Protestant
Yeah,
we
I
are
was going to
talking
say
about.
you can't just point to Satan and say he's a Protestant, and then he'll pull out a knife and just knife fight him. Like,
This guy's Italian, not Irish. If this was an Irishman, we could say, oh yeah, Agent Pretzels is a Protestant. He would be like, oh yeah, let's go. No, that's the Irish. This is an Italian guy. I'm not sure if they're quite that militant about it.
Although they do have the Holy City in it, so
They do, but Irish are famous for the Protestant Catholic
yeah. Well,
hatred.
that's
well, in most places where there are Catholics, they're not terribly fond of the Protestants, and Protestants are they're not terribly fond of Catholics in general. There has historically been some pressure.
a little,
Sure.
just a bit.
That still
just
exists
like,
in
I don't
Ireland
know,
to a
about
degree, I
30
think.
years of war, which was
Yeah.
basically the First World War.
Was it?
Yep,
But yeah.
people do
But
say
yeah, he
nowadays
will.
that 30 years war was basically the First World War because it did involve like Asia and Africa somewhat in it, and
But it didn't involve
some
Europe
of
because-
Americas too. So it was a global war. It's just that it was centered very heavily on Europe. But then again, so was First World War and Second World War too. So we actually did have a Third World War already, and it was called Second World War. If you think about it.
Oh, well, that's why it was the best one, because it was the third one in the trilogy.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I
And
mean,
then we
World
evolved after-
War One wasn't called World War One at the time. It was just
No, it was a great war.
So,
The Great War.
with the same benefit of hindsight, maybe we should rename 1 and 2 and then just shift over the numbers.
Yeah. So
We're
now
going
we should have
Star Wars prequel and sequel trilogies on the World Wars. Like, no, that's 1, 2, 3 now.
yeah. So yeah, now it should be World War 1, 2, and 3 already gone, and now we should be afraid of the fourth one.
Oh, World War 5 is gonna suck.
No, World War 5. I don't know what weapons World War 4 is fought, but I know World War 5 is gonna
Will
be
be fought
fought
with
with
drones.
sticks and stones.
No.
Sticks and stones.
Me and Einstein, yeah.
But those things break your bones.
Einstein didn't
These
see
words can never
drones
hurt you.
Yeah, World War 6 will be fought with words.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, that's way better. No, they're casting spells.
They don't have somatic components anymore. They just use vocals.
Everyone's hands are devolved. Don't work.
It got blown off in the nuclear explosion, so we had to improvise.
Yeah. And all the
AI.
radiation turned into a source of power for people. Mutations gave us powers, and
That's a
I mean,
very
some
different campaign.
yes,
Some people, I've heard some people actually do have somatic components in their spells. They hate it when they call it the sphincter spells.
The clean ass spell requires toilet paper as a component.
yes.
Materials. Yep. This needs a whole lot of corn. Anyway,
What?
It's the only way to make genocide funny. So
But yeah, Guybrush will try to, as part of the religious angle, prepare him for the imminent potential sacrifice. But he will assure that this guy is clergically declared a lost soul. Try and spin a. I mean, this guy knows Delta Green, right? He knows we're Delta Green.
This person is a contact, much like the supernatural guy and the
Antiquarian.
antique agent. They have worked with an agent before, but they are not themselves agents, so they have been working on a need-to-know basis.
Okay.
I mean, you guys work on a need-to-know basis, and you're not told all the really interesting shit except for the mission you're involved with. So,
right.
even less for this guy. He's like, hey, we're special agents. We're working on something very important for the government.
Yeah.
And you can't tell anyone about it. Can you keep that a secret without you're involved in? Yeah, probably. Okay, good enough. Will this guy go fucking crazy if he sees something? Well, we'll be able to use him once or twice. Okay, good enough.
Right, okay.
He'll keep his mouth shut, probably.
And if he doesn't, well, he'll be the next meal ticket.
What was that?
I think that we spoke about the last time that there was like the explosives that Agent Stone had prepared.
Yes, you have those.
Those go to the car. So basically, if this goes fuck, then the explosive like take out the mirrors.
Yeah, this is fair. I mean,
And maybe the whole house.
use big boom with explosives.
Plan B.
I mean, it's just a plan B, big boom with explosives. I mean, and where exactly in this entire plan we put those, we'll see.
Someone runs out and blows up the house.
Yeah, grab the detonator and just go, uh-oh, I think we're all gonna die. The house is... I mean, realistically, you would plant those explosives first.
So basically, before the ritual starts, those explosives are planted.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Plant explosives.
Yes, pretty sure.
Because we know the house can make gas flow, fill the house. The house can fill itself with gas, which is why we took out the gas valves.
Yeah, so how's it gonna do
My
that
fear
now?
is that if you put in those bombs, the house can blow itself up and us with it. I mean, the house knows it can be rebuilt. We cannot.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't like this. And we already spoke about this the last time. You have this habit of like going on these circles with your thoughts.
True. But the conclusion so far about what the House can do is it is acting very much like an intelligent entity. Like, it is observing you, it tries to play with you by pulling you apart. It seems to be observing you, like who you talk to, what a voice sounds like, what you look like, it imitate you. So if it's very much watching you, and it is seeing you planting explosives, that might be enough to trigger it taking action, or if someone says something about explosives, or if... so hiding the explosives as something else, like just some backpacks that you happen to leave somewhere. Oh, I'm just going to leave this big backpack. That's probably
Or
a decent
alarms.
idea.
Yeah.
That's basically what I was thinking. Like, not like I am going to put these explosives here. Hopefully this house doesn't know it.
Just, oh yeah, it's a bag full of supplies. I'm just gonna put this backpack here. Nothing special.
Yeah, maybe on top of it
In
something
every
innocent.
room. But it means that if anyone says something about it, that might be a problem.
I mean, we've been trying to contact ghosts. If we call them ghost alarms.
I'm putting the ghost alarm here. It'll go off going ding, 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 ding if there's a ghost. And then the ghost is like, I'm going to use this to play with them. I'm going to set off the ghost alarm. Ding, 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 ding.
Then we'll know which rooms it moves in.
I mean, that'll probably work once.
Sure. But
That might actually be a really good way to distract it while you're doing the ritual. Because the house isn't, present and monitoring everywhere constantly, because it's been trying to separate you, and then at most it can maybe do like 2 tricks at once. But if you were to, have a distraction in another room, an explosion is a pretty good distraction. Or like one guy that's solo and it's like, oh, I sure hope I don't have some crazy thing happening to me while I'm all alone here. I mean, well, the other guys are just chant quicker, chant faster.
Yeah, we don't need the whole house for the ritual. We could just blow half of it and be on the other side, right?
Yes, you can. You need a fairly large space to do it. The only proper locations for it would either be in the garage or in the den or in the master bedroom.
But once again, we try not to be suspicious and draw attention to the house, so maybe blowing it up.
Alternatively, the upper room
best
might work. Where would you prefer?
I mean, upper room sounds like a lot of stairs to fall down upstairs. Bonus room.
True.
That sounds like lots of stairs to fall down if everything goes tits up.
Yeah,
Garage
probably the
might work.
garage.
Though
Yeah,
it's
the master
full of,
bedroom is too full of mirrors.
Yeah, the garage is too full of equipment. We probably should try and move them away so they're not a distraction. For example, live wires might be a little bit detrimental to our health.
Honestly, the den is probably the best place. It's near the doors, so if shit starts happening and we need to get out, we can pretty quickly. It didn't have that many mirrors in it, and it doesn't really need clearing.
Lots of entrances. Every single side has some entrances, so if people start pouring in or entities start pouring in, we can't quite secure the place, I don't think. I think Stone would be more happy with a place with
True, but
only one side having entrances.
yeah, but wouldn't the garage have like one massive entrance?
Yeah,
that isn't
true.
exactly a bottleneck either.
True. I think the big question is, okay, if you set up somewhere, where do you then have a distraction if you're going with that? And what kind?
Yeah.
If we go for the den, somebody could go and toy with the entity in master bedroom with all the mirrors. That's probably an easy contact point for the entity, so that has the least resistance for.
Who sets up the distraction?
That or bedroom 4.
Yeah. Because the rest of you will be needed for the ritual. So, one person doing a distraction somewhere.
Yeah.
First question, who does the distraction? Second question, how do you do the distraction?
I can't remember what the American expression of "not it" was again.
It's literally
But,
just not it.
Sure, but there's another one. I think from the 80s or 90s.
You're thinking of like
or so.
shotgun when you're riding in a car, probably.
No, it was basically just the similar thing like hot potato or something like that. Anyway. So I'll go like, not it. Guess the only one who wasn't here to say not it was Matteo, so...
Maybe. I mean, yeah. That's what you get for not being here. Hey, you're on distracting the ghost duty, Matteo.
I think Guy Brush could probably go to bedroom 4 and try his own communion ritual, because he has been most receptive to the house, like, externally. He has portrayed more reception and more interest in it. Like, he has literally tried to communicate. He was there when we did the communion ritual from the start, the first one. He was the only one who didn't change in the rotation, because we changed Stone to the Stone to Gorm, and he's the only one who's been sort of coming back. So I think he could be the distraction.
Because you look like an easy target to
easy
her.
target, yeah. Because so far he has tried to contact the house. He spoke to the mirror that was bleeding while the other was chasing Gormusi. So I would imagine, from a predator's point of view, he's probably the easy prey that can be reeled in at the moment. Especially if he splits away from the others to communicate again. Like, he seems to be openly trying to contact the house, which the house might interpret as, oh, this is an easy prey to get into or sink my claws into.
Nice,
Those others
I
are
can
singing and
easily give
dancing.
him an obsession. Let me just worm into your brain real quick here.
Yeah,
What's that
exactly.
chanting sound?
Yeah, exactly. While the others are dancing and having an orgy in the den, this guy is trying to talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, mostly being alone makes you much easier prey for
Yes.
a bunch of effects.
Yes.
Yep. And
Okay, yeah. I
since
think that
Gorm
covers-
has to be, basically Gorm has to be the one in the ritual, at least as a backup
Yeah.
to
You're-
Pablo.
you're
As a
conducting
the
backup,
ritual.
Pablo needs to be there because you need someone
Yeah,
to speak
so-
Italian to him.
He's definitely fine with the muscle being with him if some, I don't know, entities or poltergeist kind of stuff happens. Maybe they can wrestle it down.
Yeah. You probably also need a backup plan. Like, what if Pablo starts acting a fool? Because you've already
That's
seen
why
he's
Stone
got a
is
little bit of hysterics
nearby.
in him. Yep, Stone is nearby. So, a plan in the back of your head, just, hey, in case something happens, just, I don't know, mace him, wrestle him, put a bag over his head, kick him in the nuts,
Tag him and
something.
tag him.
But yeah, that's is he even still here? Yeah, okay. But yeah, he's still having connection, and Anders is on the bus. So if this is the plan, and we all agree, like, yep, this seems about right.
Yep.
Okay. Then let's keep today's session short. The plan is set for next time. Next time, good outcome or bad outcome, this adventure ends.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
TPK or another
TPK or
success under our
bust.
belt.
If you all fuck up, then hey, new group learns from your mistakes and gets to continue with the new Delta Green adventure.
Yeah. Also, before we go in, report to handler current plan, details about it, everything we've discovered in case this goes tits up, so that whoever
in
is
case
behind
you
us.
find our burnt corpses, this is what happened.
Yeah.
That's why we have the green rooms. So we don't tell the handler anything except we drop the case files basically that we procure ourselves. We drop them to a green room and then just tell the handler we have a safety deposit in this address.
Yeah,
And it's
just
done.
Or we send a file to him that
everything's
says
there.
do not read pertaining or
Yeah.
mission.
No,
blah, blah,
that-
blah.
Don't read
That's how it
details
should work.
contain stupid eldritch
Yeah.
knowledge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The green rooms are there for information sharing and material sharing, so it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, fair. But anyway, I'm saying it now so we don't go, oh, you didn't leave anything. We leave a thorough report before we initiate, before the new moon. All that we've learned, all that we've found
We
out.
left reports in the green,
yes.
in a green box. Green box. Green
Yeah.
box.
Including the books and the journal, so that it's all there.
Yep. So the next party can be hello. What are we gonna do? Wait for the new moon? Sacrifice someone? Oh man.
And by
Not
the way,
it.
know how to speak Italian.
Yeah, and someone who knows how to speak it. Just a party of all Italians. Hey, bippity boppity.
Should we
Mario,
should we
Luigi,
have
Fabio, and Pablo walk into a bar.
should we leave if none of us contacts you within the next 24 hours, have someone fetch a bowl and a dagger from the house?
It's important.
Because
that's probably
if we
included
die
in the
here and
reports.
lose those, if the cops come and they confiscate those, the rituals can't be performed.
And yeah, and what if?
Yeah.
Well, they
so-
can just. Delta Green can just confiscate them right back, but at least they don't have
Is
to
true.
know about it.
Yes, like this
yeah,
is important.
But like, yeah, within 24 hours, if we do not contact you, send someone to fetch these items from the house. They are vital for this mission.
Yep.
It means we have died.
Also send
6
another
teams
agent
later.
pretzel.
Oh my god, we finally managed to fucking contact customer service. We'd like to cancel our house haunting contract. Are you
Yeah,
sure?
why don't you cancel the subscription on this house?
You need to go to our website to do that, sir.
Oh no! Oh, is it gonna be another session of no, I want to speak to a human. No, I want to speak to a human. No, cancel! Cancel! Exit! Fucking chatbots nowadays. Oh
You
man.
said can do. No, I said cancel. I'm sorry. I don't know
Console,
that.
I have sent you another console. Thank you for ordering.
No, exit. You said get my immortal soul some punishment? No,
Why
how
would
did
you
you even
possibly
get
think
that?
I said that? You said yes. Okay. But all in all, okay. Entire plan is set, including some surprises for when shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
And if we activate silly mode, then there's always Plan C.
Yep.
Plan C. Challenge the entity to
Just
something.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, we'll leave it here. It's half an hour earlier, but with only 2 people and just endlessly preparing.
Yeah.
yeah, with one man
It'll
down.
be fine.
It's fine, it's fine.
see.
It's always fine.
Hopefully next week we actually get a full party and
Yep.
go down. Everything goes down. Showdown.
We'll see. Okay. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
everybody.